Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?
Ooh, lucky bastard.
Are you being sarcastic or something like that?
Fool, you should never mix your drinks.
What are you retarded?
We have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't candid camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
Don't be an arse. Get a weapon collector, arse.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
I'm pissed off. I'm sad. I'm ashamed.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you were here?
All right, everyone. Welcome back to yes. Happy Friday night. Yes. Welcome to the Bed Shitters Club, all you nice and early people.
What are you doing in so early? Shit the bed.
So I can't see all the comments because I can, but I can't see any comments previous to when I went live. So because they've done a new feature, I can do a pop-out chat now, which it'll mean I can play the clips easier now. So anyway, hello Co-Bunny. I know Dave was on. Hello Mother. Hello Thomas Cheryl. Hello Pergio. Tell you what, just to treat you all, I'll go back and quickly look who else was on. 50p Andy, hello mate, and Dave, yes. Mark, how you doing mate, you alright? Yeah, not too bad. I'm in quite a bit of pain today for some reason, I don't know why. Fucking shoulder's killing me, so I've had to put a pain pad on my shoulder, one on my wrist's fucking killing me. For no reason, I haven't done anything today, maybe that's why. Oh, I say I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything that I would assume would make my shoulder and my wrist hurt. I'm having a barbecue for my birthday tomorrow, so I have been prepping food for that today. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't make my fucking wrist hurt, because everything I do is this hand. Spacey, how you doing, mate? You right? So yeah, so saying that means I probably won't be on tomorrow night. However, seeing as it's a bank holiday weekend, I've got a feeling that most people will be doing stuff and won't get pissed tomorrow night, or very pissed. So there's already a few people have said, oh, I'll probably be going home early. Or not early, but when they say early, they mean not 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Ah, Tom and Cheryl, I wondered who that was from. I haven't opened it, because anything for my birthday, I don't open until it's my actual birthday. So I was going to ask you that. Well, I was going to ask that. So the thing from Fort 4, THOR, yes, is that from you and Tom? Thank you. I suspected it was a birthday card, so I didn't open it. Thank you. I'll open it on my birthday. Well, it's not actually my birthday tomorrow, Mark, but I do appreciate it. No, so my birthday's on the 29th, but the closest weekend that I can do anything will be tomorrow. But I do appreciate it. Yeah, my birthday the 29th. Bunny said drinking some coffee. I got some coffee. Nice black coffee. What kind of coffee do you drink, Bunny? Do you drink like fancy coffee, or do you just like, like me, I have like the cheapest coffee you can get. Coffee's coffee as far as I'm concerned. Bunny said I've been getting high as fuck on MGM 15 last few days. Nice. I used to enjoy the days of being able to do things like that, but I can't anymore. It makes me paranoid. I drink latte, half milk. Nice. Yeah, black coffee for me. Cheap black coffee. Yeah. Metallic will be on. She said, I'm watching, but the laptop is plugged into the telly and I'm on the settee, so hello to everyone. I'll tell you what she means is she can't type. Everyone's I drink the cheap stuff, it's strong. Well, exactly, mate. Yeah, so on the 29th of April, I shall be 46. 2026, yeah, I'll be 46. Dave said, hope you have a good one for your 29th. Thank you, Dave, I do appreciate that. Evil and Fool, how you doing? So I will live stream on my actual birthday, which I think is something like a Thursday or something. Because why not? It's Wednesday. And then May the 1st and May the 2nd, I will be on, but I won't be drinking or anything because I've got shit to do. Persia said unacceptable metallic. Try harder. She will be on after a phone call. First said, going to make myself a white Americano in the Tassimo, 3 sugars, as I need it to be sweeter. As you need to be sweeter. What for the new little baby? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. My fucking wrist. My shoulder's killing me. I can barely lift my arm up. I don't know why. I don't know why. Because I don't think I've done anything to... I certainly haven't done anything to warrant it. Anyway. Yes, May the 4th be with you. Thank you, yes. I've sharpened this, so I do have to be careful with it now. Needs a little bit of cleaning up. So I can do my test. Oh, Mother, sorry, I did see your comment. I missed it. I forgot to do the GI Tanto video. I've been a bit, I don't know. Very little motivation for videos at the minute. I keep thinking of ideas for videos. Oh, Andy, thank you for the birthday wishes. I do appreciate that. I don't know. I'm in a weird mood lately. Every time Persia Metallic said congratulations. Every time I go to make a video, I think to myself, I can't be fucked. I don't want to do it. I don't know. I'm just in a weird mood lately. It's been a weird couple of weeks with videos. That every video I upload, nearly all the commenters are people just fucking moaning. Oh, that's not good enough. Why don't you do it this way? Oh, I would have done it this way. And I feel like saying, well, fucking do it then. And fuck off, to be honest. Hello, Matty. You joined at exactly the wrong time there. Hello, Matty. Right. I'm glad you liked the Vlad mods. Because when I did that mod, I was thinking about your mod that you did. Yeah, because I had one today you got your bipod underneath that. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. It should be solid as fuck. Yeah. Ava said I've been really irritable recently. Yeah, I'm very irritable at the minute. And all this weird moaning on fucking it's weird. All this it's just bizarre. I think it's because there's been a lot of new viewers. But saying that, a lot of the moaning has been from regulars. Bit weird. Coban said maybe the chest muscle is tight. Maybe try some light doorway stretch. Well, funny thing is, I do those every day, and I haven't done today. So maybe it could be that, Coban. Yeah, I'll have to do it after the live stream. Thank you. Matt said, by the way, I think you're chicken oriental about cutting up your blood. Do you know what? I don't know if anyone else has done it. I thought, fuck it, I'm going to cut it, and if it fucks up, who cares? I'll still be able to use it. It'll just be difficult. So what I did, I cut the handle off, glued and screwed the rail on the bottom, and at the front of it, it's actually held on with a bolt. So it should be solid as fuck. And then the gap that was left over, I filled it in with epoxy. I'll try and show you without showing all of it in case live stream think it's if the live stream goes off, I'll be back on in a bit, but I'll try and just show the handle. I better not. The funny thing is, last time I only showed a handle, that's when the live stream got took down. Not menstruating, no. There could be a lot of things. I'm in a weird bad mood lately. I have got a bit of toothache constantly as well, so maybe it's that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Maybe I'm too scared. I did think about doing it. The Vlad has a very weird front end, doesn't it, Matty? I've always thought it looked really fucking ugly, that front end. But I always assumed there must be a reason for it. They must have. That is a design choice. But a weird one. I always thought it's ugly, ain't it? That weird handle. And I just thought also with this upcoming licensing, I thought, fuck it. If I cut it off and it is like Marmite. Yeah, I bet people either love it or hate it. And I've always looked at it and thought, oh, I don't like that. Yeah, well, exactly, Matty. But yeah, I did think of you when I was doing it because I know that, you know, you're a bit like me that, you know, you wanted a sort of handle on the front and you put your bipod on there, which I always thought was a good idea. Really good idea. But yeah, it should be solid as fuck. Because I drilled that very front end, it's drilled through with a bolt. So that bolt, you'd have to literally rip that whole front off if you was going to do that. Yeah, I'll do a proper video soon. Hello, Rich. How you doing, mate? I will do a proper video showing it properly soon. But I think it came out pretty good for, I don't know, a £3 rail, probably a £1 tube of epoxy, cheap epoxy. I didn't even bother painting the epoxy. I used a marker pen. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Matty said, I like it now I modded it. Yeah, never happy until it's how you want it. Concoct mine with the handle. Yeah, that's it. Well, that's exactly what you want. I think it's just that front end's always been really fucking ugly, in my opinion. And also, I have been meaning to reply to your comment. Yeah, I've just been I've been very moody lately. I don't know if it's a pain thing. I don't know. I get fucked off being at home after a while because there's a lot of. As soon as I leave this room, there are people wanting me to do stuff for them, which I'll do, but it means I never ever get to do the fucking shit I want to do without being interrupted first. And it just starts to drive me fucking mad after a while. Anyway. Ava said, I think the problem is menopausal. My genes totally. Oh, well, yours could be. You thought, yes. Yeah. I don't know how old you are, Eva. You could be out because you can have early onset menopause, can't you? I think Metallic went through hers. She had her menopause and finished it before the age most people even have it. Yeah. Half of your mood is controlled by your bowels. Well, funny thing is, my bowels have been all right recently. Okay, buddy. I said it's okay. You know, we're still here, buddy. Well, that's why I come at the live streams. You know, I know I'll be all right once I get your live streams. Pergio said, things you can say about your crossbow or wife. The front end has always been ugly. Yeah. Take it and get it modded. That was funny. Govani said, I think I have low testosterone, but I feel fine. Who knows, mate? Who knows? But yeah, don't worry about me. I'm, you know, as I've always said before, I'll if there's something wrong with me, I'll tell you. But you know, I'll still get on with shit. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you. You know what I mean? But it's fine. You know what I mean? I'll get over it eventually. But I've told people, and you know, the good thing of telling people that you've got a chance that you can, you know, someone might have an idea. But yeah. So I'll be going visiting Metallic soon. That might brighten the mood up. Crow, how you doing, mate? He said, well. If it isn't the Saint, Mr. Gold Steel himself. Oh, God. Matty said, I wanted to do my own live stream on Fridays, but I'm too busy being on yours. Yeah, well, that's a lot of people's issues. Friday night seems to be the night for a lot of people, though, don't it? We got to spread our viewers about. You know what I mean? Abel said 32. My mum went through it at 29, and my gran had hers at 20. Well, that's very young, isn't it? That is very young. Oh, and don't anyone say we don't do all of the topics for all of the sexes here, because I'm discussing the menopause with Evil right now. So no one ever say that women weren't included in the conversation. Oh, God. Oh, Danny and Shakira have got their crossbow, if anyone wondered. They fucking loved it. Oh, talking about crossbows, I'm going to do some kind of giveaway. I could do it a straight giveaway. Or I could do it a single £1 entry giveaway. Whereas you don't have to do any more. No one will get an advantage over anyone. But all you do is you join in for £1. That's it, just £1. And if you join in for £1, you get the chance to win a whole entire set of Sobek accessories. So you would get a mount. This is a wall mount that goes on the wall. The Sobek handle goes in there. You can put speed loaders, loaded speed loaders on it. Right? So that's, you get that. 2 more speed loaders to actually go on your crossbow. And also, these ones would go on the top. These ones would go on the side via a mount. So you can have quivers on the side, on the bottom. You can basically hold 45 bolts, I think it was. What's 7 times 5? 35. So in this package, you've got 2 sets of mounts, 2 sets of speed loaders, bolt covers, and the holder to hold your crossbow to the wall. £1 an entry. That's enough. Fuck the soap. Yeah, I'm EK Vlad, baby. You know, Matty, honestly, whenever I think about the Vlad, this may sound weird, nothing sexual, but whenever I think about the Vlad, I do think about you. No, because I know you are properly into your Vlad. You love your Vlad. So, you know. Richard said, Menopause, fucking hell. Menopause of Evil, great band name. Yeah, put it on there, Rich. I said the Menopause, it's similar, but the man's version. Right. Krause said, been plinking some cans with my in my bunker. I hadn't a clue I could decap a can of Red Bull. Nice. Dave said, I've got a couple of speed loaders from CrossFit earlier this week. They're great. They are fucking great. They are great. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is, Matt. The most Vlad videos I see on my subscriptions are from you. So every time I think of a Vlad, I think of Matty as well. Go and subscribe to Matty. He's got a good channel. Let's get a bit of coffee down, shall I can't do a sodding link share nowadays. Because I'm on StreamYard, I can't just open your channel. Saint, how you doing, mate? You alright? Fuck me, my shoulder is killing me. Oh, I don't know if it's joint pain or like tendon pain. Even said, I don't mind, no more kids, no more periods, and no need to waste money on tampons. Well, exactly. Yeah, yes, there are some good points to it. Actually, I don't put it down, I shower with it. Oh, fuck's sake. So yeah, I'll do a video on all this stuff. I'll do a video on my modded Vlad. I've ordered a few things for it. AliExpress was doing a deal, a bit like the Temu deals, where if I bought 3 things from this particular page, there was no minimum order, which I don't think there is on AliExpress. There was also no postage. So I got a new light. What did I get? I got a new light, some paracord. Oh, and a mount for a sling. So there's a new light and a mount for a sling to put on that Vlad. I've lost my train of thought then. Sorry, I was reading. Maybe hold a pillow under your arm in case gravity is irritating. Yeah, good idea. I could try that one. Maybe. There you go. Cheers, mate. Yeah, thank you, Coban. I do appreciate that. It's a good idea. Yeah, so that does seem to help a bit. Saint said, gonna try using an orbital sander on a bit of weed slasher steel tomorrow. 1000 grit sandpaper should make it mirror like fuck. Yeah, but hopefully, yeah, especially with an orbital. No, so I'm addicted to AliExpress and Temu. Oh, I do like a bit. Me and Metallic do a bit of Temu. She has my account for Temu. So what she does, she sends me the money on PayPal and uses my account. I think so, Spacey. I don't know what it was. It was like if you buy from this page. Yeah, I think it was a bundle thing. Yeah, I don't buy from AliExpress very often. I get stuff from Temu fairly regularly. But what I get from AliExpress is usually stuff I can't find on Temu, because for some reason Temu don't have any foregrips. They don't have shit like knives on there, do they? Coban said, I still haven't used Temu or AliExpress. So in America, your Temu would probably sell knives. The English Temu doesn't. AliExpress sells knives though. In fact, I think they sell, let's just say, naughty knives. I think. I wouldn't bother buying them because it's too much a risk for me. Kraus said, too much shade gets tossed at likes of Temu, AliExpress, and Alibaba. Some of the best apps I've used in the last 3 years. Their bundles and coupons may be extortionate, but they're really good. They are. Yeah, Alibaba I've never used. AliExpress, yeah, great for crossbow stuff. Crossbow accessories, crossbow, like broadheads and that. Normally the cheapest place I could find them was on there. Mate said, oh, okay, I'm off, my guy. I need a shower and I've got a kinky night booked with the lass. So I got to get showered. Nice. Have a good one, mate. Have a good one. Take care, mate. See you later. When you say lass, do you mean your missus or do you mean the Vlad? Because, at this point, it could be either one. See you later. Have a good evening, mate. I fucking withheld from saying give her one from me, but there you go. I've said it now. Oh, God. It's been said now. Too late. Persia said, I like AliExpress. The free shipping. Got a cosplay M4 grenade. It's really good, especially because it was £1.50. That was what it was. Free for free shipping. Yes, that was it, Persia. Temu sandpaper. I got Temu sandpaper. Great stuff, Saint. Yes. Paul said, give it a buff with a green Scotch. I can't read tonight. Kitchen scrubber pad to give it a better shine after sandpaper. If you don't want to buy polishing, I might try that. I'm gonna have to try that. They said as long as you read the reviews for Temu and Ali, don't often go wrong. Exactly. Well, on Temu, the return service on that, after time, if you just say I want to return it, probably 3/4 of the time they say, all right, we'll give you your money back to keep it. Not always, though. I never liked Temu's philosophy of spend 300 quid to get a coupon for 10 quid off. Oh, that's a pain in the ass piece of shit. But yeah, worst part is you can only use one coupon per order. Saint said, have you got any cotton angle grinder buffing with? No. Can you get them for angle grinders? I would suggest if it's not a normal thing to put an angle grinder, don't put it on there. There'd be a reason. But no, I don't. I got some that I could put on a drill because it's sort of less powerful and a bit slower, if you know what I mean. But funny thing is, the last time I tried using like a buffing wheel type thing, I couldn't get it to do anything. It didn't really work. However, I suspect putting one on this probably would, because it's sort of nearly there now. All that needs is a bit, But I make them regret the free shipping and get as much shit as possible for a tenner. Yeah, that's where the keyring stilettos came from. Yeah, well, that's it. That's it, isn't it? Code Bunny said, I've only seen one knife on AliExpress I wanted to buy, but I couldn't get the website to work. It was a £200 copy of a Buse AK-47 made with A8 knives. So I think Temu sell them specifically for angle grinders. Yeah, that's the only thing I would say is if it's a common tool to put on an angle grinder, get it. If it ain't, don't, because you see people getting like fucking saw blades and putting them on angle grinders. And I've seen someone do a similar thing where they've put it up against something and it's shot up like that. And you know, could have killed themselves because it sort of, and it ran all the way up the fucking wall. And if that had come back, yeah, that's why both the angle grinders I have, I think one of them's actually faulty. However, one of the angle grinders I have, when you push the button forward, it don't lock. So it's more like a drill. You know, when you get an angle grinder and you lock it forward, if you drop that bastard and that's locked on, that's not going to stop. Whereas my angle grinder only goes when I'm pushing the button down. Much prefer that. I find it much safer. What have I just done? If I've just put something on the screen, I didn't mean to. I haven't. Those chainsaw angle grinder wheels, insane. Should be illegal, definitely. Guys, the best part of Alibaba is the random shit you can buy. They sell armored personnel carriers for 40 to 90 grand. Nice. Yeah, Alibaba, don't they do like more sort of wholesale kind of stuff, you know, buy in bulk? Richard said, I buy arrow components from AliExpress. You can save a lot. Saint said I use Milwaukee grinders, the button locks. I prefer the flat buttons. Yeah, I don't like the ones where they lock. Luckily none of ours have that. It is what it is, isn't it? Just have to be careful. Eva said we don't buy anything. That's not a definite guarantee. Oh yeah. Basically said I got 3 times eagle kites, £1.10 each, wingspan 1.1 meters. That's good. That's decent, isn't it? I am up to Series 6 on Red Dwarf now. I do love a bit of growth. That has put me in a better mood, though. That has put me in a much better mood than I was. That's eased my fucking mood a bit. God knows how moody I'd be without a bit of Red Dwarf in my life. Spacey said, no, I read that. Yeah, do a video, Spacey. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, nice one, mate. Carl said, yeah, you can buy a lot of Chinese military tech for some reason, like anti-drone warfare guns. Nice. Gary, how you doing, mate? You right? And he said, evening, Mike. Hope you had a good week. Off to Wembley on Sunday for the FA Cup final. Against Chelsea. Come on, Leeds. Nice. I ain't never really been into football, but yes. I hope your team wins. Are they likely to win? All right, they are. We've covered everything tonight. We've covered sports, the menopause, and weapons. Can't get much more than that. That's everyone covered. President said, got a few cold steel clones from AliExpress and surprisingly good beard comb. Yeah, well, that's it. That's it. Yeah, I like AliExpress. Yeah, so I've been watching a bit of Red Dwarf. That's been getting me in a good mood, a better mood. Well, I ain't done a lot this week. All my plants are fucked. So the only thing that's confidently growing right now is a single, either pumpkin or squash plant. That's it. The tomatoes have like grown to that far and just stopped growing. I may have a single cucumber plant. Not good. He said, I've seen the chainsaw strimmer attachments. Have you seen the chainsaw strimmer attachments? I heard one snapped and the chain flew and hit someone in the neck. Instantly unalived. Yeah, fuck that shit. There are some things you just don't want to fucking fuck about with. You know, if they were fucking, they were meant to be, they would already be about. You know what I mean? So I've got a butterfly knife style comb. Mate got me from Yarmouth. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I ever had one of them. I've got a flick comb that Persia got me. But it's been a bit of a non-starter as far as being spring so far this year. Oh, I'll tell you what, Persia, you're right. It's fucking freezing cold down here at night. So in the daytime, it looks lovely. It looks nice. And then you go out in the day and it's cold. At night, I went out the other night to post one of the cards. You know, the cards and the rulers. And by the time I got back, my fucking hands were killing me. It was so cold. Cobalt said, I've got a cold steel recon Tanto of 12-inch blade. I think it's a lost prototype. Oh, nice. Congratulations, mate. I saw your video earlier about you saying that getting the prototypes actually ain't that expensive. Makes sense now you mention it, because they're sort of... Well, it made sense anyway. Post said was meant to be 17 here today, and only got to 14. Yeah. So, I don't know, I'm having a barbecue tomorrow for my birthday. My birthday is on the 29th of April. I will actually live stream on the 29th of April. The weekend after, I probably will be on, but won't be drinking. Tomorrow night, I shall be drinking. I've got myself a little bottle of absinthe, a little bottle of vodka. When I say little, like 35 centilitre. So a little bottle of absinthe, little bottle of vodka, and a little bottle of rum. Navy rum. That should do me. It's about 39 units, maybe. It's about 39 units. They're the equivalent of about a litre of vodka. I don't plan on drinking all of that. But I might do. It's basically the perfect blue sky, perfect, but moon out. So it means cold overnight. That's it. That's exactly it. Spacey, you're exactly right. Yes. Paul said, if you know anyone who works as a school caretaker, you could ask them for their used floor buffer pads. Always plenty left on them, and they're great for buffing steel. Grits are different coloured. That I may be able to do that. But if you don't stream, there's a late night chat possibility. What, tomorrow night? Yes, I'll 100% do that, Persia. Yeah, if you want a chat tomorrow night, yeah, I'll have a chat with you tomorrow, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a feeling everyone's probably going to fuck off anyway. I don't know definitely, but I've got a feeling, because this is what I was trying to say earlier and got distracted. I've got a feeling, because it's the bank holiday weekend, a lot of people are going to be doing stuff, and they don't want to be hungover for Sunday, Monday, I think. I don't know, anyway. So I suspect if we're up late, it may only be a few of us. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely have a chat tomorrow, Pergio, then. Yeah, just message me sometime about 12-ish or something, and yeah, I'll sort it out. As I say, I reckon by 12, it may just be. It depends who comes. See, if Charlie Boy and that do come tomorrow, they might stay late. But everyone else probably... And I'll definitely chat tomorrow anyway, Percy, 100%. But yeah, all I'm just trying to say is there'll either be loads of us out and I'll just privately sit back for a bit and have a chat, or it'll only be me anyway and I'll be up for the night. You know what I mean? Eva said we've been drinking the Japanese version of Fanta and Coke. It's really nice. Nice. Do they taste different? Because there's a shop up here who gets all that kind of stuff. He's quite known for it around here. Where yeah, he'll get all this. There's got like a big cabinet full of all foreign versions of drinks and loads of different unusual stuff. And I've never tried them, but I only know this because he gets it special for if you ask him, he'll get them for you, and he gets them for Jay, which is my brother-in-law, his sister. He'll get them in for her. And when Tom and Cheryl came down, I think she said that there was loads of, because I don't really go, I only go in that shop to the booze section. I missed a comment, didn't I? So I said, no idea it was a bank holiday. Well, I wouldn't normally know. I only fucking knew because I fucked up and found out that the day I was going to do something is bank holiday. So it's all right. Yeah. I won't say too much. First, I tried cherry iron brew today. Won't be doing that again. Yeah, that seems a bit weird. So I like cherry Coke. I used to like that. I don't drink anything like that now because it makes my teeth hurt. But cherry Coke would be the one I'd go for. Cherry iron brew don't sound like that would go right, really. Evil says, Fall says the Coke tastes like it did in the 80s. Well, they changed it. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's probably a similar recipe, where there's actually like more fucking sugar and shit in it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Barney said, I want to try coconut Dr. Pepper. Nice. Yeah, I'll show you what I've got for the rum's downstairs. It's just a cheap Navy rum. But this is the vodka that I bought last weekend at about 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, Christ. And then drank that much and then went to bed. Why the fuck I do it? I need to stash a couple of little like doubles of vodka for emergencies when I want one last drink. And then I bought this. These are quite dear. Well, it works out about the same as vodka per price. Basically, this bottle, which is 20 centilitre, is 15 quid for that, but it is 68%. That's a bit of absinthe, that is. But you don't need a lot of when it's 68%. You don't need a lot. Yeah, well, that was literally the only fucking bottle that size that they did. Some poor bastard had to deliver that to me at like I think it was 5 o'clock in the morning. But I say poor bastard, this is fucking job. Fucking job made me laugh. He said, "Did you fucking tip him?" Well, I fucking didn't. He's getting paid for it. Fucking probably gets fucking loads for fucking delivering that. That cost me 20 fucking quid. That should be like fucking, I don't know, 12 quid. There's less sugar in them and more flavour. There's a spurn off getting up in the world. Yeah, I'm not out of choice. There's a citric acid screws my teeth. That's something rotten nowadays. Indian tonic water is the only fizz that I bother with. Now, same here. Same here, Dave. Yeah, I have diet tonic water and I even water that down 50-50. Only because I'm a cheap bastard and can't go to buy. I don't really like fizzy drinks, to be honest. Malibu and milk is a pleasant drink. Malibu makes me want to fucking gag. So earlier I got a bit of the rum and tried a bit out of the lid. It's not bad actually. I could drink rum regularly, I think, but I won't because I've noticed brown spirits do not give me a fucking bad hangover now. Well, that's bullshit. Every fucking booze gives me a hangover. When you're gonna drink about 30 units in a night, you will get a hangover no matter what. Yeah, so yeah, your local store has an amazing range of American and Japanese drinks. I bought a bunch of drinks and they had lovely American sweeties. Yeah, I didn't know that. Well, I sort of knew that. I knew that he was getting some cans for people. I didn't know he had like that many. Yeah, it's interesting. Gavin, how you doing, mate? You all right? Coburn, he said, I dissolved the enamel with citric acid and grain alcohol. It just goes back there. I didn't know that. Yeah, I only drink tonic water is the only sort of fizzy drink I drink. Richard said, Mike giving a tip. More chance of drawing blood from a stone. 100% true. 100% true. Mr. B1000, how you doing, mate? I ain't too bad, Gavin. I'm not too bad. Same old bollocks. You know. Dave said, Speed and E really did a number on my gnashes. Fuck's sake. Well, sometime, and I don't know when it happened, right? Because I didn't even know it had done it. But I'll show you something weird in a minute, all right? I'll show you my teeth, and you tell me what's wrong with them. Right, apart from the gaps, right? What's unusual about my teeth? Sorry for the people watching on giant tallies. What is unusual about my teeth? Now, I didn't even know this had happened for years until someone pointed it out, and I was like, "Fuck!" Actually, yeah, I hadn't even noticed that. Cheers, Gav. Full said, first real drink I was given as a kid was a snowball made by my cousin family New Year's party when I was 6 years old. Nice. Yeah, they're worn down. Yeah, my teeth, your fucking teeth shouldn't be completely straight like that. They should be up and down, up and down. Yeah. And at some point in my life that's happened, and I didn't even know it had been done. I didn't even know. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if that was from grinding my teeth or yeah, no matter. But it's just an interesting thing. Like I was unaware of it. Kobani said I smoked meth plenty times. My teeth are still fine. Nice. Well, not meth. We weren't. But yeah, we was on other things though. No. Yeah, so we was on it all the time. Oh god. Full said coffee staining on the front teeth. Not the coffee staining, no. The fact that they're all completely straight, level. That weren't about back in our day, was it? Dave said my mouth looks like a fucking Victorian graveyard. Fuck's sake. Oh gosh. Shall we get off of teeth now? We'll move away from teeth. So what is everyone up to tomorrow? You got any plans for the weekend? Yeah, just drinks and films and a bit of smoking. Although I think even in them days, I think by the time I knew you, I'd stop that by then. Because of being so fucking paranoid. Richard said, I checked the horses' teeth. They can get fairly accurate age guess from the wear. Yeah, I've heard that, Rich. There's a few animals you can do that on, aren't there? I find that fascinating and bizarre in a way. Yes, what's everyone up to tomorrow? I've sharpened this now, so I do have to be careful with it. It's not razor sharp, but it will do the cutting tests, I think. I need to sharpen it a little bit more. So this is the knife that people who are joining in the not forged in fire knife build can win. Fuck, I have to be careful with it now. My hands are a bit fucking playing off of it today, so I'm going to be careful. Oh, by the way.
And if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again.
That fucking time too. Gavin said, can I post the pictures on her? You would probably have to email me it or send me it on Facebook and I could show it. I never did find that picture in the end, the one I was on about. But you wouldn't be able to post it on here, sadly. Fool said around 20 years ago, I went for a short phase of smoking crystal MDMA through a pipe. Fool said this, for like crack. Left a few micro holes in my front teeth. Fuck's sake. That hurt. Dave said I have to cut some big branches off one of my trees. Pain in the ass. Yes. Yeah. Well, maybe I'm having. So I'll tell you what my shoulder might be painful from saying that. Now you've just said about cutting stuff in the garden. Maybe this is a day later from I cleaned up the whole garden the other day. I had to rake the whole garden. Maybe it's that. Bird said game tomorrow morning. Then should we get to see the wee baby? Outside of that, I'm going gather bits from my not forged in fire build and see if my idea will work. Nice. Yeah, send us a picture, Gavin. I'll share it. I can just hold my phone up if you want other people to see it as well. That sounds good, though, Persia. Enjoy seeing the baby, and yeah, I'll definitely talk to you tomorrow evening. Yeah, message me about I don't know if I haven't mentioned anything at all. Message me about 11:30, 12ish. Or any time. If you start feeling like I said sad then. If you start feeling tired, message me. Richard said, why are you showing that? I only wanted to see Benchmade knives. Some fuckwit Redditor. Rich, there was someone said, I want to buy a new knife. My budget's $70. every single knife these people was fucking putting on was all like fucking like 250 quid fucking knives. Utter bollocks. Even though we're not doing anything tomorrow. You haven't said Speedy, do you remember him? Maybe. Was that the... So there was you and Russell, weren't there? And there was the other bloke, the tall bloke. Was that him? Because I could never remember his name. The one who, when we went, Will was going to go to that fight that night, and he come up with a spade. Do you remember? I'll be honest with you, I did think to myself, the damage you could do with a spade, actually, if you hit it in a certain way, because you got like the flat side, and you got like the fucking edge side. You know, fucking spade. Kobani said there's a Benchmade Nimmerverse prototype for $50. Also, only if I don't keep them clean. I want your teeth, yeah. President, I am just getting over a cracked rib, so I haven't been able to do it. Is that what was wrong with you in the end? Is that what was wrong with you? Dave said, crystal MDMA is dangerous. I used to know a bunch of chemistry knobs that worked at university. They made all sorts. MDMA crystals are wicked. Danny, how you doing, Danny? You all right, mate? He said, how's it going? Cheers for the item. Built a target for the wife while she's at work. Nice. So Danny won the crossbow. Gavin, I probably know exactly who you are talking about, but maybe not by name. There was quite a few people we hung around with who, to be honest, in my sort of drunken state, I never knew their name. Never knew their name. or just can't remember it. I hung around with a girl, right, who used to come around this house every single day, and I never knew her second name. I find it hilarious thinking about it now. Yeah, this girl, Kathy, used to come around here every fucking day, or at least every weekend, for years. And that whole entire time I hung around with her, I'd never bothered to ask her what her fucking surname was. Oh, God. Evil says, go to make a coffee, a Nescafe, a Zero milk, 3 sugars, because I have a sweet tooth. Nice. Entrenching tools are the best, Danny. Came on to eat a lot of sugar, but I rarely put it in my coffee. But no, that's something else. You fuck about and you find out. At least I had a decent painkiller due to the sciatica. Fuck, so you're getting loads of things then. Danny said, did you kick me off the stream? No, I don't know what happened there, mate. I have no idea what happened there. What happened to your rib then, Persia? That's confusing me now. Tell me privately if you want. Richard said, I made the mistakes of posting some speed tests on my flight though. Every comment was calling me a liar and BS that I shot an air rifle through the ground. They are total bellends on Reddit, aren't they, Rich? I've been banned from a couple of Reddits purely because I shared my own video. They're so bizarre on Reddit. Total bellends. Now, Danny, I wouldn't chuck you off of a chat, and I don't think the mods would, and I'd know if the mods did. Gavin said, we went to the church, and I remember the church, yes, yeah. And the girl we used to go around her house, and her dad was cool. Yeah, it could be a few people. But yeah, it did used to make me laugh. I hung around with quite a few people and never knew their names. Fall said I weaned myself off the MDMA with a week of acid and my home covered in fairy lights everywhere. Even nets of lights on the wall. Pissed myself laughing. That's pretty mental, though. That, when I say mental, I don't mean like mental. I mean, that's quite amazing. Joe Bunny said, I'm lifetime banned from Reddit because one of their mods died and they blamed me. What the fuck happened there? How did that happen then, Joe Bunny? Fucking hell. Oh, God. Bizarre. President said, I was fucking about on the bus with the guys from work. Turns out when you are 40 and slapping a couple of 20-year-olds about even. When you win, you lose. For fuck's sake. Murder was the case and they blamed me. Those are the last psychedelic I used to dabble in was DMT crystals. Goes to Wembley on Sunday. Tomorrow drinks in the pub all day. It's not some white powder kebab afterwards. Up early Sunday, the big game, travelling to the big... sounds like a great fucking evening and day, Gary. Lovely time. Sounds awesome. Danny said, been having a party while Shakira's at work, trying to get the house clean before she's back. I've never seen a state like it. Had to epoxy the curtains back up, fuck's sake, mate. Oh, Christ. Yeah, I've just been prepping for fucking weekend stuff, so yeah. Shoulders fucking, my wrist, that's the reason I got that fucking pain pad on my wrist fucking hurts. Oh yeah, Gavin, did you watch Night of the Living Dead? Which one did you watch, the remake or the original? So yeah, just so everyone knows, chances are I won't be on tomorrow night, but I might be on late. But Persia, we'll definitely have a chat, and yeah, maybe I'll just go straight to if everyone does fuck off, maybe I'll just do a straight to fucking private thing or something. Anyway, hey, what's both? Which one did you prefer though, Gavin? Because the original is a fucking classic, but I think the remake is just as good personally. I've also had to drop double the last days of acid each day of the week where it wasn't touching me. I'm still waiting for the trippy flashbacks we were talking about. Virgin said hot bath and no wanking after, and your arms and shoulders should improve. For fuck's sake. I ain't had a bath. We have still got a bath at least, because you know I'm thinking about getting rid of it and making that fucking bathroom into a fucking shower room, so my mum can have a proper fucking wash. She can't even fucking get in a bath now. But yeah, maybe. Hey, you think the original one's better? It is. But yeah, Rachel was wondering what that was on about. What was that? Your wrist? Yeah, no, I wrist that for no reason. They took the 100%. I've taken a lot of acid, but never had the freebie flashbacks. Fuck's sake. Maybe that's just a movie thing. You know what, Gav? I've seen Russell a few times in the last few years because he was working in a pub I went in. Don't say the name of the pub though. Although it's quite a common name of a pub, but in case you know where it was, because it sort of gives away locations to people. Yeah, I've seen him a couple of times because I asked about you. I asked if he still saw you. Persia said, have a long soak with salt. Makes you feel 100 times better. Never thought about that. Yeah, cheers, guy. You know, because there's always freak shows about. You know what I mean? But yeah, I saw him a couple of times, a couple of years ago. It was where we was having because I don't drink in pubs. I don't really like them. However, if there's something like a wake or like occasionally people was having like birthday get-togethers in one of the local pubs, we'd go round there. And Russell was working in there, and he'd come out and have a good chat with me and Mark. Yeah, Mark's all right. Yeah. Russell would come out and have a good old chat, and we'd stand out the front, and yeah, it was good seeing him actually. But I don't think he don't get up there anymore. I think they've only just that pub. I won't say the name. That changes hands every sort of couple of years. I don't think people know how to run it because I think it's because they assume like this area is reasonably close to London, so they assume that they're going to get like fucking posh people and come into this pub and eat in there, spend a lot of money. It's a fucking pub in a council estate. You know what I mean? They don't know. What you want is that pub needs to be a pub for locals, local pub for local people, and And like half of the time, the people who own it, they get rid of the dartboard, they got rid of the pool table. Well, that stops people going. There's no fucking pool table in there. They put a dartboard back in there. You know, they try and make it more about food, but that's not what people round here want. You know. Yeah, Russell is a good bloke. Percy, how you doing, mate? You all right? I'm not too bad. I mean, my shoulder and wrist hurt for some reason, and it ain't for wanking. Now, if it fucking was, I'll admit it. But I stay in the bath till the water gets tepid and slightly cold, and it improves everything from your mental health to your blood flow. I'll have to try that. I don't know if I'll try it tomorrow, though, Persia, or tonight, though. I ain't gonna have time. Dave said, definitely, Persia, I had a hot mineral salt bath last night. Got some of the kinks out my back. Danny said, do you have any arrows for sale? I'd rather buy them off you than Amazon. The wife broke half of them shooting glass bottles and old tables. Stop hitting me with the brush. I'm so crazy. That's the only thing with, yeah, you do need to get a backstop that's soft because you will break the box. Sadly, well, Danny, no, I might have some I could sell you. I might do. If you privately message me, I could probably I could probably sort you some out. Danny said, is it from wanking someone else off? No judgment. No, it's not. Not that. It is not wanking off someone else. It's not wanking off. There's no wankings involved in my bad wrist and shoulder. Did they at least put the dartboard at the right height? I didn't check. Because last time I was in there, it was awake and I was too drunk by the time I noticed it was a dartboard. Yes. But they had put one up. Probably fucking not, though. No wanking is involved in my shoulder or wrist. I would admit it. Oh, Christ. So anyone got any plans for your bank holiday? Like, not tomorrow, but for Monday. Guys, I'll private message you. We'll have to meet up, my friend. Yeah, we'll sort something out, mate. We'll sort something out. I'll have a little think. And maybe we can meet somewhere and have an evening out. You know, no, I don't mean out. I don't. But, you know, have a drink somewhere or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, message me and I'll let you know. Just having a think. Yeah, maybe we'll have a little think. Maybe we'll try and sort something out in the summer. I'm going to be a bit busy on the weekends for a couple of weeks, so yeah, definitely. Danny said, I don't believe you. Someone check. Yeah, that'd be a good idea, Gavin. Yeah, definitely. Danny said, I have a straw one coming. I don't know how long it will last. Got some wax and new string. Nice. I'll tell you what you want, Danny, is get some kind of box and fill it up with the creepy creep wanker, yes. Get a box and fill that box up with like stuffed paper into it. So you want about that much of flat paper or like cardboard or cardboard carpet. But you want quite a thick layer of it laid straight down, and then in front of that, some screwed up and stuffed in. Even an old duvet folded up and stuffed in a box. But you want a bit of like on the back side, you want something a bit like tougher, if that makes sense. So that if it goes through the soft stuff, it'll get stopped by the hard stuff, but not so that it breaks them. Yeah, because that's the thing. If you shoot anything with them crossbow bolts that's hard, like wood, it will break them. Danny said, have you seen them exploding pellets for the 177? They're Russian, I believe. I'm going to get some. I know of them. Never had any, though. Danny said, I'll grab a load of books from charity shop. I got some old pillows here. Yeah, so I have the books at the back. And then the pillows in front, and then the pillows soften it, and then the books should stop it going through. But you want to pack the front with soft stuff, but reasonably dense. Cardboard's good, layered cardboard, and then something a bit harder. What I get is, washing powder boxes. My target that I shoot is washing powder box. Yeah. That's how I grab a load of books. Now I read that. Yeah. But you do want something soft, or you're gonna fuck your bolts up. That's the only reason that I'm not a massive fan of the Vlad, the Vlad crossbow, because that fucking Vlad crossbow, even with a soft target, the bolts still break. They're that fucking shit. And it pisses. I might have to, because I like the Vlad. It's a good crossbow. It just has shit bolts. The bolts are terrible. I might have to invest in some better bolts for that, and then it'll be a much better crossbow. But with those standard bolts you get, they're fucking total shite. If you put the £90 limb on that, and then shoot a soft target, they still break. Then could you recommend any that I can shoot hard stuff with? I'm after a recurve bow as well. Not sure what brand to use. Well, the crossbow that you just won will only shoot them bolts that it gets, and I'll be honest with you, they're pretty decent bolts, Danny. They're one of the longest lasting bolts you can get. So if you're breaking them, they're breaking. You know what I mean? You'd be breaking any other bolt anyway. Literally no other bolt would last as long as that anyway. So all you can do is get a soft target. The Sobek's great, isn't it? Hang on. The issue with the Vlad bolts is they're so fucking thin. That's how easy that broke. They're so fucking thin. They're like less than a millimetre. Like half a millimetre thick. They're fucking shite. Now you wouldn't with a with a Sobek bolt, you wouldn't snap it that easily. Yeah. And so you shoot the Vlad with the £90 limbs, and the bolts break, even in a soft target. I can't stand the Vlad bolts. Thought I'd make some solid bolts. I have experimented with solid bolts in the Vlad, but at the minute, the difficult thing is trying to get a decent. There's a lot of issues. It's either you can put something solid in the bolt, but then you've got a funny tip, or the other issue is trying to get the flights and all that right. But yeah, that would work. I noticed even when I filled the bolt with a solid bar, the tip would still snap off. So the only way I think you could do it, you would have to, and maybe I will have to bite the bullet and learn how to weld eventually. You need to weld the tip to a solid, like a nail, and glue that inside the bolt. Now that would be fucking amazing. That would work. Just gonna try and catch up with some of these comments. I think I have an old bulletproof vest I bought from home from the Ukraine. I'll take the ceramic out and use it. Yeah, that might work, Danny. That might work. Abel said there's an outdoor library around the corner. I'm considering taking a couple of my old books that I don't have any emotional attachment to and leave them there. That's nice of you, Abel. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Okay, Bonus said I think from now on, knife collecting, I'll focus on a kind of knives and rare prototypes. I already beat the hobby. It's just time to accept my new focus. Yeah, do it, mate. Do it. Fill the bolts with a steel epoxy. That could work. That's how I shot mine of the Sobek that I tried to bend back by hand and they're almost impossible. Yeah, they're fucking decent. You saw how easily that broke. I'll do it again. The Sobek, they're fucking the Vlad bolts are shite. I don't know if this one's got one in it, but yeah. See how easy that. They're just fucking shit. This one has got a nail in it. I can't bend that at all. Well, I've bent ever so slightly. But it still snapped off where the tip connects. Yeah, so yeah, Gav, they will go through coconuts. Yeah, definitely. Evil said, I'll fill the box with steel epoxy. Makes no, I read that one. I don't know, Evil. Put it on again. There's too many to read. Just trying to catch up a bit. Douse the waltz in Vaseline for bonus points. Richard Hunter, how you doing, Rich? Right. He said, tried the Sobek against the Redback, and the Redback seemed to have more power. Oh, it definitely does, yeah. So the Redback is one of the only. So the Sobek's pretty good. It's powerful, but yeah, you're right, Rich. I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm pretty sure none of them are as powerful as the Redback. Yeah. Carl said, I'll tell you what I did find. Some antique walking stores, swords for less than 300 quid. They're at my local antique dealer. Gonna have a mad weekend. Yeah, get in there, Carl. Get in there. Danny said, if I buy a bench drill, do you think I could make them from brass? All you'd really, if you're going to make them from brass, all you'd really need to do is get some, however thick this is. So let's say 6mm brass rod. No, well, the only thing is, Vlad bolts you could make from brass because all you've got to do is stick them on. Now, the only thing you can really do, well, yeah, probably not, Danny, because they've got to have that exact flight configuration for the Sobek. Whereas these just have the flight stuck to the side. So no, I think what you'd want to do is you just need a softer backstop, really. They're all bolts, no matter what you shoot from anything, will break if you're shooting hard backstop. Every bolt. We will not find a single bolt that won't break or bend. Because even a solid one, if you shoot something hard, it will bend. You can still buy the Redback, yeah, Horror Zone Redback. Richard said, I think all the magazine versions are slightly weaker than the single shot versions. Oh yeah, well you get that slightly lack of although it's very tiny, where the bolts slightly further forward than the string. But yeah, they're definitely not as powerful as the Redback, but the Sobek is good enough, I think, for what people would want for it. Yeah, this bolt here, let me show you. So this is a hollow one. This one's got a nail in it. I don't know if you could tell the difference in that. But yeah, they still snap. They still snap at the point of where the fucking head goes in. Also, drill a small hole in the back of the tip. Thread a metal rod into it and insert its shaft into the liquid epoxy inside. So that could work, yeah. That could work. That's definitely, in theory, that could work. It depends how hard the heads are, though. To be honest, I've given up on the Vlad trying to sort these, because the problem is a lot of it becomes too much work to bother. Because you can buy expensive carbon fiber bolts for the Vlad, but they're expensive. Yeah, it gets to the stage where is it worth doing? You know what I mean? Richard, do you know if they're doing broadhead bolts for the Sobek yet? The only thing I know that they're doing for the Sobek is there's some German company that's doing, I think it's German anyway, they're doing some carbon fiber bolts for the Sobek. However, they keep going on about not having unscrewable tips on it. But they might make those carbon fiber bolts with broadheads on. And if they do, hopefully they'll sell them for a decent price. We probably won't, though. They're doing a couple of accessories. They're doing an upgraded like switch bit that drops the bolt down. They're doing a AR-15 style stock and these carbon fiber bolts. I don't know where you'd buy them from at this point, though, or what. I haven't said the bolts are hollow, mate. Too, mate, and unscrew. Yes, yeah. The Sobek ones you can take the thing off, can't you? Because some people take them off, put weight in there. Yeah, the Sobek bolts. Them bolts are quite solid. I did make some broadhead bolts for the Sobek, but I'm not really happy with them. They're all different fucking lengths for a start. I need to make a jig. But yeah, I did make some broadhead bolts that will fire out of the Sobek. But the head's the wrong length, really. So it involves way, way, way too much modding of the head. So you have to change the shape of the head and the shaft of it to get to fit. These will shoot out the Sobek, though. But they're just, it's, again, way, way, way too much work to make it worth the bother. Eva said, don't kill the books, though. You can get cushions for 50p at a charity shop. There you go. Yeah, so do it, Eva. So get cushions. Just, Danny, get some cushions from the charity shop. Or liquid epoxy inside and Kevlar thread wound around the outside, around the weak area, point coated with epoxy. That could work. That's in theory. They're good ideas. It's just if it's too much work to bother doing over just buying the more expensive bolts. You know what I mean? Because what my idea originally was, I wanted something really simple and easy. Just cut a nail, stick it in. Now, technically, what you could do is take the head off of a Vlad bolt. And just stick cut the end off a nail, just stick that in and have the end sticking out. The only thing is, the point will it's going to be a point and then a ridge, which may stop it penetrating as well. So the bolts will be heavier and last longer. But if you want them for anything where you need them to penetrate deeply, they may not. And then in that case, I just thought, well, I just won't bother shooting it with the £90 limb then, because when you get the Vlad, they supply it with a £60 limb as well. But the £60 limb isn't powerful enough to do the things that people want the crossbow to do. You know what I mean? If you have a £60 limb on the Vlad, it's then just a target crossbow, which they all are, but you know what I'm getting at. Kraus said, been waiting to get one of those tactical repeating crossbows, but the band's looking too bad at the moment. Shall I let me search quickly and see if there's any new news on it. Crossbow ban. Let's look on the news. Let's look up this week. I haven't had a look this week. Past week. No new news yet. The only thing they've mentioned is just the fucking tobacco ban that they're doing instead. Cal said, ban is bad, we know, but it is what it is. I'm not getting rid of my belongings. There you go, exactly. Danny said, I got an old security vest that fucked. I think it's Kevlar. It's like the police ones. I put extra stab panels in. I use that. The only thing is that might still break the bolts. It's got to be somewhat softish So you want soft at the front and then harder at the back to stop the bolt passing right through. And you want the bolts to stop before they get to the flights, because often that's when they fuck up. However, those Sobek bolts would probably be fine because they're pretty solid. But you want just get a box that's about that wide, pack it full of cushions or something. Did you put the red dot sight in it, Danny? I hadn't zeroed that in. I prefer the open sights, to be honest. Carl said, I initially wanted to get that one that came from Germany where the cycling takes place at the front. And I want to mount it under my Umrix SBR for plinking. What, a crossbow? Which one was that? I can't think which one you're on about, Carl. No, I don't know. What, like the Revo 7, where you do it like that, do you mean? Yes, nice one. Well, exactly. Well, I have been thinking, yeah, maybe there is a voltage assisted dying build didn't make it through into law. There's still hope. Well, exactly. As long as these big companies, what you need, because the problem is when it comes to crossbow companies, I don't think any of them really they'll just sell abroad. But I've noticed that like the air rifle and firearms like organizations get involved now because it could start going on to them, and that's what you need. You need someone like that to get involved. Danny said, yeah, I can get it set properly. It's too high. I can't get it set. It's too high. So I'm going to side mount the side. Oh, that's a good idea. Good night, Rich. Take care, mate. Yeah. I never bothered setting it up because I prefer the open sights anyway. Good night, Rich. Take care, mate. I hope you've been well, by the way. I keep forgetting to ask you because I've been a bit busy, but yeah. Fiberglass bolts are good for the Jaguar too. Oh, are fiberglass bolts good? They should be fine for it. You want to make sure what kind of, if they're over £150, Dave, or if they're like £175, you do want the slightly bigger bolts. You get ones that I don't know definitely, but there's some that say 2019 and 2219. That must be 20. It can't be 22 mil. That don't make no sense because that would be that fat. But I don't know anyway. The slightly bigger ones are better for the more powerful. You don't want to shoot too light bolts out of a heavy shooting crossbow. Then he said, we just need Mike, you can build us. It doesn't need you, Mike. Just you can build us to freedom. Yes. Well, maybe. Old blankets and pullovers might work for backstops. Yeah, there you go. Old blankets and pullovers. Another good idea. Old clothes. Sounds fucking obvious when you say it. But yeah, old clothes, old blankets, cushions. It's dense enough that it'll stop it, but it can still go into it at least. Don't forget to light the screen move on, by the way. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah. Evil said try 3 cushions from the front and old yellow pages or something for the back. Yeah. Even if you open the yellow pages up so it's bigger, break it in half because you don't want a too small target because it's harder to shoot. You don't want a reasonably big one to stop your bolts missing, especially if you're shooting at a distance. Yeah. Dan said, good idea. My mate's a paramedic and we get loads of blankets there, nice and thick. Yes. Try that. I reckon that would work, Danny, definitely. Send me a message one night. I'll say one night. Send me a message, Gavin. We'll have a little chat. Dave said, cheers, mate. The fiberglass bolts are a fair bit cheaper on Amazon. Let me get these bolts and I'll try and show you what I mean. I don't bother with fiberglass bolts personally, but for me they weren't any cheaper. Right. I don't know what this fucking meaning is, but look, these are the slightly thinner ones, and that says 2019 on it. So the £150 Jaguar will shoot those fine. However, you get these bigger ones. Oh, these ain't got the fucking number on them. Hang on. You get these thicker ones. So I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference. So the top one is the 2019. Is it 2019? No, 2018. So the top one to 2018. And the bottom is a 2219. Right? So the bottom one is longer and thicker. Yeah, very good idea, Evil. Yeah, you could secure it with cling film. Dave said, cheers, mate. The fiberglass bolts are a fair bit cheaper on Amazon. Yeah, read that. Yeah, cling film's a good idea. Cling film's cheap, or duct tape. I'd put duct tape around mine, and then when the holes start getting too big, I just stuff a load of paper in it and tape it up again. If you try wrapping blankets around blocks of straw from the pet shop, or make your own blocks from compressed or dried grass. Yes, good idea. Dave said, yeah, you can see the difference. Yeah. So for something that's £175 or more, definitely get bigger, heavier bolts. So the 150s, they can pretty much shoot any full-size bolt. Never ever shoot a little bolt out of a full-size crossbow. I did that once, and it flipped, and it flipped like that, and then hit me in the head. But luckily, it was the back of the bolt that hit me in the head, rather than the point. But yeah, Gav, send me a message. We're trying to sort it out one day, because the problem is I am quite sort of busy. But we'll see, because my mum and all that, and kids and all that. Not my kids, but you know what I mean. But yeah, one day when I've sort of got a bit of time, and yeah. Dave said, yeah, you can see the difference. It came with 16-inch, but I've been getting 18, more accurate. I don't know what them numbers mean. 2018, 2219. Because there's no fucking way that they're 19 mil. Because that's like fucking 2 centimeters. You know what I mean? That's like 2 centimeters. That's not. No way they're fucking 2 centimeters, are they? You know what I mean? They could be 19 or 20 inches. Tactical, how you doing, mate? You right? You been out tonight, or you not been out? Yeah, send me a message, Gavin. We'll sort something out. I'm up for that. It's just got to be the right sort of time to sort of do it. You know what I mean? Vol said pet shop sawdust. There you go. You get that already in a thing, don't you? Yeah, you can get pet shop sawdust in a compressed thing, in a compressed like block, can't you? Bunny said there are some really nice Amazon knives coming out recently. Nice. What you got your eye on, Bunny? Have you got one of these? There you go. Why don't you start collecting folders? That's what you need to do now. There's loads of folders you can get. That's what, yeah, been out home early. The care home kicked me out as I won. God, nice. Congratulations. Fuck's sake. Well, I hope you had a nice evening out. Vaulted or garden sack filled with sawdust from the bins at the back of B&Q. Most times they let you take and scrap woods for time. Well, yeah, there you go. But yeah, so there you go, Danny. 100 fucking ideas for you. But all you really want is something soft enough to stop the bolts flying through, but solid enough. Sorry, that's the wrong way around. Soft enough that the bolts will go in, but solid enough that they don't fly out the back. There you go. Fucking that was hard work. That was hard work. All right. Everyone's gone quiet suddenly. Don't forget to like the stream. And also, don't forget you can support this channel if you want. There is a donation service called Coffee. You can do super chats if you want as well. And it all helps. You know, you can help me pay for my booze on the weekend. Because YouTube is my job. You know, that's the only thing I do for sort of work. So, if someone writes the word exclamation mark support, thank you, Tactical. The link for the coffee thing, the donation thing will be in the description, and it's in the description and in the chat. Okay, here's a little 30-second video showing you how to do it, because often people say to me, I don't know how to do it, and it takes debit cards and credit cards if you ever want to donate. Also, if you want to donate, but you want to get something out of it, go on to that shop, put the word exclamation mark shop, right, in the chat, or look in the description. There's the donation link. When you go to it, there's a shop on there as well. So if you want to donate, but you want to get something out of it, there's stickers on there, there's key rings, there's legal carry knife cards and ruler sets. All stuff like that. So you can actually buy something, get something for it, for cheap as fuck. You know, none of it's expensive. Yeah. And that way you get something out of it. Danny, if you put it with exclamation mark shop with no gap, it'll pop up like when Paul did it. Look. Sack of garden dirt wrapped in blankets. Yes. The dog, if it shits on the floor again, it's a joke. I love my dog. Fuck's sake, Danny. You wouldn't do that to your poor old dog, would you? I say poor old dog, lovely dog. Yeah, we had a chat, Danny, last weekend. Gavin, that's what you'd have to do one night. I don't know how late you stay up on a weekend, but if you're ever up late, like after 1 o'clock on a Saturday, and I don't always do this every Saturday, but occasionally I do. I do like private chats where we all have a little chat, and it's all trusted people, so you can sort of say anything really. Then don't have to be careful with what you're saying. So yeah, if you're ever about on like a Saturday night late, send me a message on, because you got me on Facebook, I'm sure you have, haven't you? Send me a message on Facebook, and I'll get notified that on my phone at the time, so I'll actually see it. Yeah. And then you can have a little chat with some of us lot. As I say, and it's all trusted people, so it don't really matter what you say then. You don't have to be careful with, Danny said, I love her, she's our baby, but she's very naughty. Never get her ridge back. Grass says, sciatica hurts. Never hurt so much in my life. At least these streams are to piss me back. Yeah, fucking sciatica's a bastard, isn't it? And one of the things that helps is the most painful thing you can do. which is basically bending over and touching your toes and stretch that back of your leg, which fucking kills. Paul said, the police and courts do not have the sense of humour. Careful what you're saying, Jess. Well, it's okay privately. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't mean on here. Yeah, because, can't say fuck all online, really. Well, you can, but you got to be prepared for what might come from it. Rusty Lungs, how you doing? I know what 2018 means on crossbow bolts. It's the diameter of the bolt in inches. Oh, thank you. And the thickness of the wall. So a bolt, 2064 of an inch diameter, and 1864 of an inch wall thickness. All right. Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so, but yeah, I assumed it was something like that. It's weird that they do these things via There you go, Gav. Yeah, send me a message on Facebook. You got me on Facebook, haven't you? We'll have a little chat. And later on in the summer, we'll organise a little thing, a little meet up. And on an evening, on a Saturday, keep an ear out for a late night thing if you're up late. All right, take care, Gav. Good night, mate. See you later. Crow said, I always go out and cut wood with an axe in the garden when it gets bad. Oh, what, your sciatica? Yeah. Even the staffies are the same. I love all our dogs, but they seem to like to test it. Mark had a mental case staffy called Sky. I don't think they had her from a little puppy either, so she may have been a bit weird due to the previous owners before. She was always a right dog, but she was mental. Very, very odd. And then one night, Sky and Bella was playing, and somehow their collars got caught around each other, and it was strangling Sky. And you know how fucking strong our Staffy's fucking neck is. And he said he heard this horrible fucking noise, like something he'd never heard before, and it like scared the shit out of him. Ran down, and the dog was like being strangled to fucking death by the collars being wrapped around each other. And he swears to God that he had brain damage after that. I'm sure he said that. Sky was a nice dog, though. She was just pretty mental. Danny said, you got any knives already built? You could privately sell me and the wife. Want a wall like yours for the second living room. Funny thing is, I haven't, Danny. I haven't, because when I go to them prepper meat things, I end up selling them all there. So I don't really have any sort of ones to sell at the minute. But if I do, I'll let you know. I could always make some, but I'll definitely do that knife you mentioned. Nah, I ain't really. And to be honest, you're asking at the right time. And anyone, if you ever want to buy any of my stuff, feel free to ask, because you might catch me at the right time and I'll say, yeah, you buy that off me if you want. But at the minute, I don't think I've got any knives that I ain't really. No, I don't think I've got any. Dave said the X had a Ridgeback Rottweiler cross, huge thing. Used to take her for walks. I bet it did. Hello, Will. How you doing, mate? He said, good evening. I've been working on Fridays and Saturdays late, so he missed these for a while. Been stockpiling broadheads before the band comes in, just in case of civil war. That's a good idea to get your broadheads in while you can. Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. Evil says, second living room. How big is your house? Danny said, they do. They're really strong, and Ridgeback broke the harness and 3 leads already. And nothing bidding war. I'll start saving. Well, no, that's what I mean, Dan. If you ask on the right night and I've got something for sale, I'll fucking just, you've got it. It's yours, mate. No bidding war. It's yours. But no, at the minute, I don't think I've got anything spare going that I either need to get rid of or want to get rid of. Crossbows may be getting sold eventually, but I know this might sound a bit. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's my fucking stuff. If I want to sell it, I'll sell it. But the crossbows, I'll see where I can get more money out of it. Basically, if the band comes in and looks like I can get a license, I'll either see how much the police will do you for fucking compo, which I doubt will be fuck all. Actually, no, I'll sell it to people anyway because then they're not getting destroyed, are they? I might hand one in with a fucking bayonet just so I get on the news though. I mean that, yeah, that'd be fucking funny as fuck. Dad would have been waiting years for his pry bars to come back. He's like, you know what, Tactical? They're fucking good, them pry bars, but they're such hard work. Every time I make one, I'm like, I'm not making any more. Yeah, it takes me like 3 years to forget how much I hate making them. And then I'll make another one. I'm like, oh, fuck, I remember why I stopped making these. Carl said, there's only one knife I'll be interested in paying for. I'm just waiting for that video to drop so I can boogie my eyes at the craftsmanship. Boggle my eyes at the craftsmanship. What one's that? Well, not this one, is it? Dan said, I'll take them. Dad, I've been waiting for years for his pry bar to come back in stock. Rusty Long said, I really want one of those Lansky knives, but they aren't made anymore. Oh no, it's really annoying because that Lansky World Legal and the Lansky Madrock are fucking excellent knives. They're probably the best fucking big looking, nasty looking slip joints you can get, but it's fucking can't get them anywhere. Well said. What is that large pistol above your head? It looks like a wire-up Springer. It does look like a wire-up Springer, but it's not. It's not. It's a Daisy 2003 CO2 177 pistol. All right, 32 shot magazine, a weird long red magazine. However, it's really unreliable. If you put the wrong pellets in, they don't feed and it jams. Or every now and then, it will have a malfunction where it basically goes full fucking auto and shoots all 32 pellets in about a fucking second. It's mental. Yeah. Look up. I don't know. But yeah, it malfunctions sometimes. It shoots a lot instantly. Vol said, WeaponCollector needs a new base. You should get pallets and start converting your attic as a bedroom workshop. Fundraiser for a set of pull-down steps. £100, £200. Move out of the CBBC broom closet. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, that fucking broom closet. I ain't had that for years. Carl said the CQC one. You've been... yeah, okay, Carl, yes. Oh, I'll tell you what, Carl. If people are interested in those, I'll definitely make them for sale because that should be reasonably easy. I've just bought a load of green paracord as well. Yes. Genuinely can't wait to see it. How well it turned out when you get around to it. Yeah, I want to do it soon, but I doubt I'll do it for... realistically, I probably won't get done for at least a month now because I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be busy next week. I'm going to be busy for at least 2 weeks after that, and then I'm going to be busy for a week after that. These are all different things, so I'm probably going to be solidly busy as fuck for a month now after basically this weekend. So don't expect any builds to be getting made. I thought I had something important I had to make as well. I think I'm forgetting something. But I need to get a puppet for the broom closet. Yeah, I got one there. That fucker, whatever his name is, Jonathan. Dan said, I don't know how they're going to license this, ban people have 3D printers and internet. If they can get cocaine and speed, no problem, they can't stop it. Exactly. Crown said, I know it's probably a little out of scope, but if you want to make it as accurate as possible, in the game, Snake says he keeps an emergency survival kit on the... I could 100% do that. And I'll tell you why I could 100% do that, because that's what I do with my pry bars. They have survival kit under the paracord. Yes. In fact, up there, the funny thing is Tactical mentioning Oh, fuck me. That tactical medicine primers. So you can get nearly all this shit underneath it. So what have we got in here? We've got snare wire. We've got butterfly suture things. Plasters. We have got whatever you call it, pre-tied hooks. Fishing line. Thread. Safety pins. This won't go under the paracord, but we've got that to go on. This is for the pry bars anyway. Sewing needles and the thread. Got some whistles there. And some cotton wool. So yeah, you can get all of that shit underneath paracord. Yeah, definitely. I've got the shit to do it. Don't let me forget, Crow. I'll fucking smoke a fucking little cigarillo when I fucking do the review of my own knife. Fool said you could have your own Ed the Duck, Gordon the Gopher. Well, we've got fucking Zomba, ain't we? And we have got Stuntman Mike in the other room. Stuntman Mike is a thing. I could probably stick my hand up his ass. Yes. I think my brain broke. What happened, Eva? Why did your brain break? Why did your brain break? Fucking hell, that was difficult to say. What's happened? Oh, no, you're saying have it as Mac the Knife. Yes, Mac the Knife would be it. Yes. Mac the Knife, sorry. Fucking hell. Yes. Good point. Yes, we could have Mac the Knife. So I thought you was reeling off another one. Like a ventriloquist doll. His mouth don't move though. Oh god. Yes, just like a ventriloquist doll. I got the head over there. There's another head over there. Got Stuntman Mike in the other room. You know. So I can't even think straight now. What happened, Evil? Sorry, I'm just looking back at the comments if I've missed any. Oh, yeah, so no, I did mention the gun up there, didn't I? Stop showing off that you have a head in your room. It's the only head I get in here, Tactical. It's the only fucking head I get in here. See more action in a fucking nunnery. Kraus said, I wonder if using a crossbow from the bedroom window at a target down at the garden is lawful. We used to do that all the time. Not with crossbow. We used to shoot air rifles out the windows until one day we were shooting out the window and Malk had loaded up his gun, and as he went to put it out the window, it hit the windowsill and went off and shot the neighbour's back fucking window, a bedroom window out. And we must have said, I don't know, but somehow my dad found out and he went round there and he apologised and paid for our window because, you know, better than the police come around, isn't it? She was an old granny. Perhaps you could crowdfund for a werewolf puppet wearing glasses and a camo skip hat. Skip hat. That you can just stick your hand up its arse. Obsession, yes. SSW, obsession for men, yes. Fuck's sake. I don't know what to say about that, Posey.
That's the funnest place to be.
Dad and I wouldn't know I'm not allowed to be under the feet of one. Danny said, I thought you were finally attempting the legendary black backflip. You know. Fuck's sake. So yes, if people want these accessories, I might just give them away. I don't know. Should I just do an actual giveaway? Should I do a £1 giveaway? Danny, Danny, do you want to join in and get yourself a say mount for your Sobek? Fucking screws are included. Cross-shot UK makes them. £1 an entry. All you got to do is donate £1, maybe £2, and you'll be put in a drawer. Gimmies. Well, Danny, if no one joins in, I'll send you it. Fucking good shit. He don't know whether he's going to make these to sell though, because he says they're hard work and don't know whether people will be interested. I think it's a good concept. Put your speed loaders on, put your crossbow on. Will said, do you think they'll determine what is classed as a broadhead if they ban them? Wondering how sharp and flat we can make field tips. Maybe the government is going to target the tri-bladed ones. I'm not sure. I reckon they'll say anything other than a field tip. Or anything with like a bladed type shape. I'm not sure. Because as you say, they've got to... Well, I suppose there already is a classification for a broadhead. However, that means bodkin tips should be okay. And bodkin tips, from my experience, will penetrate. If you've got a good enough sort of angle on them, a bodkin tip will penetrate about 3 times as deep as a field tip. But I know what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. Thol said the weapons all come to life, Toy Story style, when you're not there. Matt the knife, Chelsea dagger, competing in general knowledge quizzes to prove who's the sharpest. That's actually fucking great, Thol. I love that. You got me thinking of videos now. That's the last of why for you only need £1. No, just put £1 in. Put £1 in. Don't start me and take my fucking money. This isn't one of those where the more you donate, the more entries you get. I think £2, you get a single entry. Everyone's equal, right? There you go. Dave's in. Don't let me forget that, Dave. You're definitely in it. You've got to be in it to win it. Guys, I wouldn't mind investing my money into a compound crossbow, but I'd never find any with wooden furniture. It's all camo. Hey, you know what, Crow? They used to make Barnett used to make some absolutely fucking beautiful looking wooden compound crossbows. Absolutely amazing. And they did one that had a red marble effect stock and gold fucking metal. Like gold coloured metal. Fucking beautiful thing that was. Red and gold fucking crossbow. Very fancy, but beautiful looking. And then they had lovely wooden stocked fucking crossbow. Yeah, don't do them now. It's alright, Danny, I can wait, mate. I can wait, no rush. Let me I don't know if I can get a picture of it. Hang on. I might be able to get a picture of it online. Let me go to my channel. Can I tell you where it's on? It's on one of my videos. Right, hang on. I'll try and show you it. Beautiful looking thing. A bit of a tease because they don't do them now. Right, hang on. Alright. Yeah, Barnett used to do the most beautiful fucking crossbows you could get. Right, hang on. I'll do a screen share. Is that how you do it? Screen share. Alright, so what you've got there, I can't actually see. You can't quite see it, bastard. So this one here, I don't know if you can see my mouse. What bastard? You can't quite see it good enough. So you can see the wooden stock version, and then right on the right-hand side is the fucking... Let me see if I can find out what it's called, and I'll see if I can get a modern picture of it. Well done. There's another wooden stock one. Hang on. Alright. Lightning. No, I don't know what that's called. Can't see it. Right, hang on. I'm just going to stop sharing the screen for a minute. Let me go full screen and I'll see if I can read what it fucking says. And I'll search it. Lightning maybe? Yeah. Barnet Lightning with red stock. Is that it? Oh, fuck me. Yeah, look at that fucking thing. That would have been amazing fucking crossbow. Right, look at this. Sorry. I'm getting on the crossbows now. Look at this bastard. These pictures aren't exactly great, but look at that. Yeah, look at that. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, that is a fucking nice looking crossbow. Yeah. That's lovely, isn't it? But been discontinued for like fucking 20 years. Yeah. So did I. Lyles wanted it. Yeah, extremely visually pleasing. Yeah, Barnett used to do some beautiful crossbows. So it's pretty much the same front end, I think. No, because it comes off. Yeah, look at that. All right, there you go. I teased you for a bit. But yeah, saying about wooden stocked crossbows, you don't see a lot of them now. Dave said the katana I have has a scabbard very similar to the red on that. Yeah, crossbow pawn, exactly. Good job, I know all the best places to go. Beautiful. I reckon they'll bring in licensing for air guns soon, one day, like in Scotland. Star with a wanker will never find my crossbows. I've got to get spares in too while I can. Gar said it's kind of funny how as the years have gone on, we've had less crossbow variety. Yeah, true. And they're all going on to like ABS sort of plastic now, or just metal, which makes sense. But yeah, I like the nice wooden. I like with my air rifles. I've always preferred the nice wooden stock personally, because I just think they look more rifle-y. They look more like like a firearm. If they're a traditional, you know what I'm getting at. A traditional wooden stock firearm. Yeah, I don't think you see any wooden stock crops. So let me have a quick fucking search and I'll see. Crossbow with wood stock. But they're just probably going to show shitty old like medieval replicas now, aren't they? Yeah, guess what's coming up? The ones I just showed you, or handmade ones. That's the only other option you've got, really, is making your own stock. Yeah, they're literally in any. I don't think it's any at all with wooden stocks, not like commercial ones. It's a shame, because a nice bit of wood is just nice. That's what she said. No, but it is. It's a nice bit of polished wood. It's just fucking lovely. You can't beat that. It feels nice. It's nice to look at. A nice bit of fucking wood with a lovely grain. It's nice, isn't it? My BSA, not my BSA Lightning. I think that's Beach. My Webley Stingray Deluxe has a walnut stock, and that's a beautiful stock on there. Absolutely lovely. And it's almost got like iridescent fucking grain on it that you can see like shine from different angles. Ava, that was a very sexy crossbow, weren't it? It was. I thought you would like that. Yeah. That's the first time I've seen proper close-up pictures of it like that as well. Because I've always seen it in the catalogue I had. Crossing in my head, I don't know why it is, but wooden things just feel like they were made for hunting, even though sadly you can't do it with them in the UK. I get you. Totally get what you're saying there. I totally get you. Dave said, if I was rich, I'd have a few crossbows from Todd Cutler. A shit ton of his other stuff. Yeah, Todd Cutler stuff's good, isn't it? But yeah, I like a modern crossbow, but I'd like a modern crossbow with a wooden stock, and I'd also like that BSA, not BSA, that Barnet Lightning, red and gold, amazing. Tell you what I always wanted as well, and you don't find these very often now. I was once going to get, so I know we're talking about wooden stocks and all that. However, there was one thing I did want because of how different it looked. This was back in like the 2000s when you didn't get a lot of, we still don't now. I was going to buy an air rifle that had a black stock and a fucking nickel chrome barrel and bod, all of the metal was shiny like chrome. So black and chrome, it looked really nice, sort of black and silver contrast. You don't really see that. Also, if I were to be executed and had my choice of ways to go, team of artists will find that crossbow model. That's it. So, yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? That's it. Would you like to have them have fancy bolts on there? Would the bolts have to be like, I don't know what, because I say that because I had a Barnet Commando 2 compound crossbow, which was similar to that one, but it had the stock that bent down and cocked it. You'd know the one. That had camo bolts with it. I wonder if that Lightning came with a couple of like, fancy coloured bolts. Barnet Lightning crossbow bolts. It's thought I said box. Fucking piece of shit. Barnet Lightning crossbow bolts. You'd have to find original ones, wouldn't you? Anyway, it's coming out with new shit now. But yeah, what a lovely fucking crossbow. Beautiful, wasn't it? Kraus said, I'd love to get a classic wooden stock air rifle, preferably a Webley service one, stain it mahogany purple, but swap the metal components to brass. That, yeah. Well, because you see, you know, like I'm looking at right now, the Crossman 2240, they do some quite nice brass parts for that. So that's like black and brass, but they're, you know, that you can get extra. Yeah, that would be lovely. You're tempting me now. You're tempting me to get one of my old air rifles and fucking sand it down and stain it a weird colour, like a nice colour, like red or something. Yeah, it'd be so unusual. Even just got a mental image of Mike dirty talking the crossbow when he fires it. You know what? I'd quietly whisper into its trigger mechanism. The firing squad all have to be wearing tuxedos. That's exactly how I pictured them. And they must be the finest box ever created. Gotta go out and star. Yeah, I'm tempted now. I've got these are little things, crowd, that don't cross my mind. And sometimes, like, someone says something, I'm like, oh shit, yeah. Good idea. I'm tempted. See, like my younger brother, he got one of his air rifles, and this was years ago when you couldn't get black stocked air rifles. And he took the finish off and done his black. So his air rifle was completely black, which, you know, looks pretty cool. Certainly hard to see. Yeah, why not? Why not have a fancy coloured fucking air rifle? Why not? Why don't they do that more often? Go around with my golden red air rifle. Maybe I could get a bit of gold fucking leaf and put it on the fucking receiver or something. Not on the receiver, the fucking, you know what I'm on about. Calling it a dirty girl when you're cleaning it. So people. Dave said, as a kid, I got a BSA Air Sporter for Christmas. I had it. I had a handmade stock. It was lovely. That does sound nice. Well, personally, I was just about to mention the Ned Hunter. Yeah. Well, you do have an urban camo woodstock air. I was just about to mention, when I was mentioning my brothers, I was just going to get onto the Ned Hunter. Yes, I have an urban camo wooden stock air rifle. Carl said, I'll definitely, and I'll say this truthfully, I'll definitely start customizing old air rifles and upload videos once I sort my shed out in my workshop, for sure. What a good idea, because I've got some old air rifles that if I did it and I weren't quite sure about it, it wouldn't bother me so much. You know, I wouldn't want to ruin my fucking my BSA Lightning or my what do you call it? My Webley Stingray Deluxe. But I've got there's a few air rifles in there because I've got a couple off my dad when he died, and I've got like a BSA Mercury. Yeah, why not? Day State used to stain the laminate a kind of toxic green. I know the ones you're on about. Well, I do. Yes. Yes. Also, I went over the air rifle stock with Victorian mahogany wax and a blowtorch repeatedly. Looked quite nice. That sounds nice, Phil. That does sound nice. If I did it and I wasn't sure about it, zips my lips. Nice. No, you know, I could get rid of it. Not rid of it, but change it. You made me laugh. So anyway, how many old grannies did you get tonight? But yeah, I think there's a few. I'll tell you what else I could do. See that air pistol just there? Why not strip that down? It's a piece of shit anyway. Strip that down, make it a fucking unusual colour. As a little tester. There we go. That'll take a while to get us home before 11. So probably 3 old grannies have had their hips broken then, I reckon. Oh, no, yeah. That don't mean you won't be getting any. Oh. Just going to write down that Dave has joined in the giveaway. If not, Dave, I'll have to refund you. I'll send you a couple of stickers or something. No, I think Dave donating that money, he's officially started it. Yeah, give me some ideas for some videos as well, to be honest. I wouldn't mind doing some not crossbow mods, fucking air rifle mods. Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, me changing, yeah, rare camera point of view, yes. He said it's got really nice tiger stripe pattern. That does sound nice. Those are laughing on the behaviour. If you try and change your mind, ain't £2. I'm taking the piss anyway, Dave. But yeah, no, you've officially started it now. Since you joined in, you've officially started. You've started it. Sorry, fuck you now. I can't talk. Tiger stripe is one of the prettiest patterns. Yeah, so I have done the old traditional. I've put camo on stocks before. And so has Malk. There's an air rifle in there that's got a camo stock that Malk done for our dad. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you for the donation, Will. Let me just go and click that a minute and see what you're saying. Oh, I can't. Fuck it. Hang on. So I said I got 22. And the Schultz model 335 stock needs refreshing. That sounds good, mate. Oh, thank you, Will. I really do appreciate that, mate. That is very fucking generous of you and very helpful. I do appreciate that. I really do. This one goes out to Will. There's people like you that make this true.
That's the funnest place to be.
Thank you, mate. And if you want to be put down for that giveaway accessories, I can. Yeah, I don't know that gun, Spacey. I don't know. Yeah, thank you, Will. I do appreciate that. I really do. It makes a hell of a difference. And he said, I enjoyed the videos. Keep them coming. Well, thank you for watching. Vol said I had to sand off the nasty finishing that it came with by hand first. That plasticky browny gloss shit that clogs up the paper in seconds. I'd rather they left it unfinished than that crap. Yeah, I know what you're on about. That's an old brake barrel, is it? But yeah, I'm tempted. I am tempted to mod the stock on an air rifle, but to something unusual, like a red. Get it down to the bare wood, and then stain the wood with like a leather dye. If you ever do that, by the way, leather dye will stain wood really well, absolutely lovely. However, depending on the finish you put on it afterwards, it can react weird. I've noticed that if you put a clear varnish on top of wood that is stained with a leather dye, that clear varnish goes a funny colour. Now it's okay if it's on top, you can't really see it, but sometimes it goes like a greeny colour, and then if you get a little bit too much on, you actually start seeing that green. But a lot of the time you can get away with it. You just have to fine layer of it and then don't really notice. But yes, it's weird. It's not really made for wood, but the thing with leather dyes, you can get so many different random colours and reasonably cheap small bottles of it. Evil's going to make a coffee. Enjoy your coffee, Evil. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. And I can have some of that. That is... Where is it? 68% absinthe. Only a small bottle. They're fucking dear. I'm glad I found that you could buy absinthe over here reasonably cheaply, though. Well, it's not cheap. The problem with absinthe is it does cost a fair bit just because of how the percentage of it. So I think even if you want to buy an absinthe that is about 69-70%, for a 70 centiliter bottle, the cheapest you'll find them is about 35 quid, which is about double the price of, say, a bottle of vodka. However, it's double the unit, so it sort of works out about the same anyway. Spacey said a lot of the newer alarms did air arms did fancy wood effects. Yeah, I think I know what you're on about. I think I do. Like where the grain is almost like two different colours, where they're sort of like it's almost like laminated. Yeah. Step away from the vodka, shall I? I ain't want to open an absinthe and have a little swig. Yeah, I could, but now I won't. Oh, I've still got coffee left. Well, sir, talking air rifles, I fancy an underlever later. Nostalgic for me. Yeah, I like the I like underlevers. The air rifle I want to get, oh god, is the one that Crow recommended. Spacey, can you remember what that one's called? It's a weird name, isn't it? I can never remember what it's called. All I know is you can find it on Pal Packs. God, I knew you hadn't forgotten. Yeah, me and Spacey was on about like the bunker BMH. Well, thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes, I want to get one of them. That's my next air rifle, and it's like it folds up to like you fit in a bag. No, I have a scar on my head from caning absinthe. My sister-in-law kept pouring me large glasses of it. Still can't remember how I got the scar. Yeah, that's the thing. If you get a decent absinthe, they're at least, because you can get 40% absinthe. But if you're going to get 40% absinthe, you might as well, in my opinion, not bother. If you're going to buy absinthe, definitely get fucking strongest shit you can get, which is, 67, 68, 69, 70%. Yeah. You couldn't find it on Power. Where did I find it? Hang on. Bunker BM8 air rifle. Maybe it weren't on there. I thought I found it on there. Spacey. Bunker BM8 air rifle Pal Packs. Fuck off, you bastards. It's a Power Packs. Bunker BM8 Pal Packs. Yeah, I'll give up. That come out of paddle packs. Bunker BM8 air rifle. Now maybe it was Vector Air. I don't know. I thought I did find it on there though. I'm sure I did. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it ain't then. Maybe I'll look somewhere else. Pal Packs. Can't have done it again. Pal Packs. Right, Pal Packs. Pal Packs. Fucking cunt. I'm gonna have to get up and put it in. Oh Christ. Oh, maybe they're sold out or something. Who was it who was saying? Crow, is it a gas ram? Gas ram in it? I can see it on Vector air rifles, yeah. I could see it on there. Dave said this absinthe was the nutty stuff, had the wormwood in it. Yeah, this does. This I only so if you're gonna get absinthe, get the fucking strong stuff and get it with the wormwood and the fucking the Fujone in, whatever the fuck it's called. Will said, I like the look of the M16 spring rifle Pale Pack Savage. My neighbours saw it and have the SWAT team around. I always like the look of those as well. I always like them. Paul said, a flip-up brass monocle on the rear sight with reticle sticker on the lens would look rather steampunk. That would. Yeah, that must have been. I must have thought it was on Pale Packs. So, do Vector Air, Spacey, do you know if Vector Air, or any of you lot, do you know if Vector Air will do the delivery to your door stuff? If not, I could always get it sent to a shop round here. There is one down the road. I say down the road. There is one in reasonably close driving distance. But I may go off at 12. I'm not 100% sure at the minute. I'll have a check, crowd. I didn't really look. Just me and Spacey was having a chat about it after I spoke to you about it, and then yeah, I don't know. They probably will deliver to your door. I know that Power Packs will. Yeah. Oh god. There you go, look. I fucking read it. I can't hold it still. So it's rich in wormwood. Krauser, I've been looking for an authentic Mosin scope for mine because I love kitting it out with obscure kit. That sounds interesting, yes. Oh, fuck it, I'm going to do it. One little swig went hurt. That's fucking beautiful. Oh god, I fucking love that. Strong as fuck. Spacey said home delivery. We're offer home delivery for our in-house team. Nice. Well, that's good. Well, that means they're an option then, Spacey, because if they're not really an option. Will said, I've just taken the anti-tamper screws out of my Crow PCP rifle. Left-handed drill did the job. Well, nice. Crow said, I'd like some sort of old break barrel air pistols. They made a while back. In collaboration with old Bond films. Oh, I know what you're on about, yes. It is, Dave. He said that yummy aniseed flavour is more. Yeah. Fucking lovely. Are you on a hunt for my little green cousin? Not tonight. Evil. That was just a little taster. They said, depending on where we are. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I suppose. See, Pale Packs will go most places. Yeah, absinthe. I really like the taste of absinthe. And I quite like aniseed and all that kind of flavour. I quite like ouzo, but I prefer that over ouzo. £295 regular price. 230. Now, it's a lot more, is it? Or are you saying 200? That's the regular price, and they're doing it for 239. See, 239. That's all right for it. That's about average for an all right air rifle. You know what I mean? You know, not nothing really fancy, but you know, 200-ish. That's sort of, yeah. Carson, I'm really tempted to mod the trigger guard for one of my old air rifles with a brass Victorian fork. Since you mentioned it, seems the antique stores will be pleased with my my business. Yes, it'll be very interesting to do. Yeah, yeah. Oh, on offer at 239. Yeah. If I had the money, Spacey, I'd buy it now. I think all my money's gonna have to go on a fucking filling soon, though. It's fucking me off. I ain't fucking dentist fucking money. It's such a rip off. But no, I like how it folds, Spacey, because it's potentially got the ability to be hidden easily or carried. You know what I mean? Hidden where you carry it about, and yeah. Because that's the thing, you can put a gun in a gun bag, and that's fine, that's legal, you can walk around like that, but everyone knows it's a gun. Now, if you have that, if you have an air rifle in a backpack or something, they don't know it's, you know what I mean? Also, amaretto is one I can't leave alone. Once I've opened the bottle, got a hydrogen cyanide taste. Oh, I was false saying that, yeah. Amaretto's all right. I don't mind a bit of amaretto. Grau said, I use my BM8 more often, but I want to use it as survivor rifle as intended, but I can never find any camping round that lets you do hunting on the ground. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah. Well said. Have you tried is that Penderyn whiskey from Wales, where I am? Worth a go if you like whiskey. The red, I reckon. I'll look into that one. Thing is, I can't bloody copy and paste the fucking comments. I'm gonna try and search. That's why I keep reading it out. Penderyn whiskey. Found it first fucking time. Okay. Oh well. Right. All right. Yeah. Try to find a place where I can bookmark that. I wouldn't mind trying that. Hey, Amazon. Okay. That doesn't look too badly priced either. Slightly more than your average. No, £25. No. Okay, yeah. Right, I'm going to bookmark it. When I have a bit of money spare, I'll get one for an evening. Add to list. 41%, so slightly stronger than normal, so you don't mind paying a little bit more than normal. £24.50 for 70 centilitre. Yeah, that's, you know, if it's a bit better than your average stuff, then you are going to pay a bit more. Thank you, Will. I'll check that out. Space, I've got the cash, but not worth buying more. Well, I've got nowhere to shoot. Oh, you know, exactly. Yeah, I could technically afford it at the minute. Well, I just can't though, because I might need a fill-in next week. And depending on how much they want to charge, I might have to do like fucking monthly payments. I ain't having any more taken out, fucking help it. Because, you know, it's going to get ridiculous otherwise. Dave said, gonna have to crash. The tablets are hitting hard tonight. Take care, mate. Good night, Dave. Loved having you on, mate. Thank you for the donation. I do appreciate it. I'll stay on for a bit longer. That absolutely seems to wake me up ever so slightly. Saving up to buy land, yeah. Well, Spacey, fucking hell, that'd be the way to go, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Amazing, yeah. Yeah, good night, Dave. I'll stay on for a bit more. Carl said, so what's the rule surrounding walking stick swords? I think I'll buy one at the antique ones, like I said earlier, but can't you buy modern ones? Yeah, no, you can't. I need to properly read the definition again. All I know is there's definitely a exemption to owning them if they're antique. That's definite. However, there is no. I don't think being handmade counts either, because I was going to say sometimes some of them it's okay if it's handmade, but I think that only counts for curved swords, zombie knives, and zombie machetes, and maybe ninja swords, but I don't know. So yeah, basically, if they're antique, you can own them, buy them, and sell them. Yeah, you won't be able to carry it around though. Basically, at the moment, need near 20k per acre though. Yeah, it's a lot of money, isn't it? An acre's a fair bit though, isn't it? To have your own land, I know that's not massive, but that's still your own land that you could do some things with. But yeah, 20k an acre, that's a lot, isn't it? You'll chip in, but I ain't got a lot to add. Yeah, even an acre would be good, wouldn't it? I was going to ask Rich. Rich, are you still on? How much did you get in the end? You don't have to say no money or nothing. I was just wondering how big your field you got was. But even an acre would be decent, wouldn't it? I can never remember how big is an acre. So I'll just ask AI. How big is an acre in square meters? 4,046 square meters. That I can work out more in my head. Yeah. Basically said, so while I'm not driving, I could maybe save 20k in 5 years. Oh, that's a possibility then, isn't it? That's good that you've got, Yeah, so that would be like 200 meters by 200 meters square. No, that's 40,000. I don't know. I'm going to stop reading that. I've confused my brain. I was just looking at land a while back. Plenty of it near me. Just nothing that's flat. Half of it's sloped. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? You ain't going to get much fucking... Depending on what you want to do, but if it's fucking like that, what are you going to do on it? Not a fucking lot. So basically said that plot I filmed on Cherry Tree Lane turned into 2 paddocks with 1.1 acres. Oh, fair enough. Because I know me, I'd gather the money and gamble it, thinking if I win, I could have more land. Right, would you put it all on red or would you put it all on black? I reckon we should put it all on black. Now I'm going to ask AI to pick a colour and we'll see if we would have won. AI, pick a colour, red or black. Fucking red! We would have won. We would have fucking won. We would have won. You know why I said red? Because of that beautiful fucking red stock. Yes. We would have won. Too late now. You would have lost. You'd have lost your money. Well, yeah. And it did say, look, it does say pick a colour, red or black, and it's pick red. I would have won. You'd have lost. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's a sign to your crowd. Don't do it. I only picked red because of that lovely fucking stock. I said black is my favourite colour. Yeah, I often say black's my favourite colour if someone asks. And it probably is. I do like black. Yeah, black's, it's a good colour. Basically said gambling has never paid for me. Now I'm not a gambler. I don't gamble. I very, very, very occasionally, if I'm out with metallic and I've got like £2 left over from something, I might buy a scratch card, and then if that wins, the winnings from that will go to another scratch card. But once that money's run out, I'll stop again and I won't do it. But no, I'm not a regular. I've never put bets on. I don't gamble. Occasionally, just for a bit of fun, I'll just do the odd scratch card. I have relatives who was basically addicted to gambling, and it has ruined them, really, you know. Across a late night stream and a bit of gambling. More life. Guys, I completely forgot that you sent me a follow-up request on Instagram. I was mad confused at first. I don't know. I don't know either, mate. Well, said random question, Mike. Why do bayonets sometimes go upside down, like on the ballpark above? Do you know what? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. And I think we've asked that question before, and I can't remember. Because I always thought that was odd as fuck that was back upside down. Because you look in, you instantly think that's upside down. Why is that upside down? Hang on. Let's get it down. Yeah, because, I suppose, because... Right. So, when you get it down, it's technically the right way. It's only upside down when it's on there. So I suppose if you turn that the other way around, then the guard would be the wrong way around. And I suppose maybe, I think it's just that. I just think that because it's up on the bottom, to have the guard at the front, it has to be hanging like that. Because if the guard was this side, it would be at the back, wouldn't it? Because I suppose the difference is a lot of bayonets have like a dagger style tip, don't they? Like a double-edged tip rather than a clip point like that. There's quite a nice blade on that. So have you noticed that it's got like a grind at the top, look, and then on the other side it's at the bottom? I think that's what it is, Will, but I don't know. There may be more to it than that. There may genuinely be more to it than that. But yeah, just off the top of my head, I hadn't really thought about it until you said. It was only till you mentioned it, and I thought, oh, let's have a little think, shall we? Yeah. It could be that if you had it that way round, that the guard would be that side, and then when you held it, the guard would be at the back rather than the front. Yeah. Paul said, I went to the bookies once in 2005. I put £1 on a dog from the area I grew up in. I won £10 and never went back in. I'm not going to be defeated by bookies. I win, yes. That's it. You're up by tenfold. You've battered them. You've done them for. You've done them. You've done them. Guy said maybe it's the angle of attack because the point is striking down as opposed to vice versa. Sounds more devastating. Could well be. I don't really know. I'm just like thinking off the top of my head here what I think common sense would say. Yeah, but that could be the same. But you know what I mean? Unless you mounted it on the top, which they don't normally. Saint said, just got back. You better not be heading off in 5 minutes. I'll stay on just for you. I'll stay on just for you. If you can tell me any of the plot to a Spirofiles episode. Or what else don't you watch? So this is the one off the ball, pup. Will was asking why it's upside down when it's mounted on the knife, on the gun. And I was just saying, I reckon it's because of the guard being in the proper position to use as a knife. That if it was on there, it'd be at the back. And because most bayonets aren't mounted at the top, and also most bayonets aren't mounted. Oh, fuck, I forgot what I was saying now. You missed all this. You should have already been on. Because they're not mounted on the top. Whatever, I don't know. That's what I was saying now. Does the SA-80 one, essentially, the barrel goes through the handle, don't it? So the Russians probably got pissed and couldn't be bothered to change the design. Probably. But yeah, it just... Most bayonets, I think, are mounted underneath. Oh, most bayonets don't have clip points. Most bayonets have just a daggery type pointy blade, which upside down makes no difference. Good night, Spacey. If you're about tomorrow night, after like midnight-ish, and you want to have a chat, check your emails and I'll send you an invite. I'm gonna have a chat with Persia tomorrow night, no matter what. So I might just get on camera. Carl said maybe it's to promote heat dispersion onto the blade of the bayonet for added pain upon the incision. That's actually quite a good idea. Yes. I thought about that. Yeah. How low does it go? Because if you think about it, yeah, I never really thought about that. Does the blade get covered in fucking like scorch marks and shit? Yeah, because the actual, yeah. That may be why. So you can't see this, but the fucking, I can't remember what the flash fucking thing, what they called at the end of the guns, the flash fucking, to disperse the flames that come out. They're called fish lips on that. They used to call it the fish lips. Muzzle brake, is it? It has two slits on the side, triangular. I wonder if that's to make the flame go out sideways rather than as like that. It'll come up like that. I don't know, but it's got like a triangular cut horizontally in the muzzle brake, or whatever it's called. Flash. I can't remember what they're called. Flash hider, that's it. Saint said, do you have a few of those bayonets? I never really used my one. Quite bulky in the hand. Yeah, no, they're not. I've never used it. They're not really comfortable. It's not sharp. I think it's flash hider in it, or flash. I can't remember, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, there's not a very nice, really. Saint, it's not sharp. You wouldn't use it. The handle's uncomfortable. And that's the only one I've got. Hello, Mason Porter. Nothing I have in this room is illegal. Compensate, yes, Saint. I'm going to ask AI because it's all of the things you've said, but none of the things you've said. What do you call the part at the end of a barrel of a gun that hides the flame? Well, they call it a flash hider, and that's still not the fucking word I'm thinking of. Well, anyway, that's got like a split in like a slot in the side, which probably make it got that. Compensator is what we call dudes in expensive cars that they can't drive. Yeah. Well, flash hiders are designed to reduce visible light. They are different from muzzle brakes. Yeah, let's give up on that. Flash hider. The flash hider. What you been up to, Saint, anyway? He's been watching some other fucker or something, hasn't he? Joking. I will be off soon, though. I'll probably stay on to at past. As long as you are entertaining me, because don't forget, this isn't about me entertaining you. It's about you entertaining me. Nah, not really. So, Mason Porterhouse, are you still there? Do you have a problem with guns? If you do, come and have a chat with us. Thanks, says, fuck all really. Been sanding this shitty knife. But the gods was dead bored all day. Ah, no, fair enough. Fair enough. I've sharpened mine now. I've sharpened mine, so I've got to stop fucking about with it. Yeah, what's up, people? And what? And goodbye, Saint. Joking. Mason Porterhouse said they very bad. I don't have anything up there that's illegal, and most of them couldn't even hurt someone. Crow, I'll tell you what. Cold potatoes aren't hot. Go on. What are you going to tell me? What are you going to tell me? Yeah, most of my day's been prepping for tomorrow. I'm going to have a barbecue for my birthday. My birthday isn't tomorrow, though. My birthday is on the 29th of April, but I don't know, Saint. Think as I was saying, I'm going to do a barbecue for my birthday tomorrow, which means I won't be live streaming tomorrow. But I might. It depends how late everyone stays out. Some of the people have already said that they can't stay out late, so like they ain't going to be out till like 3 or 4 in the morning. So if everyone fucks in at like 12, I might come on and do a live stream, or I'll do a private chat. I'm definitely going to chat to Persia at some point tomorrow. So if you're about, send me a fucking email in the evening. Dance for the king, peasants. Yes, let's erase the taxes. Exactly. That's it, Evil. They forget. They're here to entertain me, not the other way around. When I play this...
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
That's for me, and I'll try to judge whether you lot are entertaining enough or not. Oh, God. I think the late night barbecue here is 8. Oh, they must hate you. It's only once a year. They're all right. Stick some cotton in your ears. Nah, they're all right. They never said anything. They never complained. For fuck's sake. It's weekend. Well said, Mike, I'm gutted about the crossbow ban. It's my main thing. Last proper mechanical, powerful weapon we can have. Everyone's underplaying it. It's absolutely gutting. Can't stop. Oh, no, I feel your pain, mate. I feel your pain, but I have to sort of... It's got to the stage now where I had to give up all my knuckle dusters, and I just... It's because it's happened before, a couple of times with me. I've had to sort of just accept it, and there ain't a lot you can do. However, I think with this crossbow thing, it might be slightly different, because with the offensive weapons, there was literally, you didn't see any big YouTubers talk about it apart from me. You know, none of like the proper big ones, you know, like fucking Matt Easton and Todd Cutler and that. None of them mentioned the offensive weapon ban at all because it didn't affect them. They didn't give a fuck if Knuckle Dusters got banned or Flick Knives got banned because it weren't what they were selling and advertising, right? Soon as something like this comes in that's going to affect the bigger channels, they'll start talking about it. And maybe one of them lot will do something that can help. Because what you need... So luckily, Will, I think... What's the big, like... what's the BASC? What's BASC? BASC. The British Association for Shooting and Conservation, right? They're getting involved in it. I'm pretty sure they are. Let's go on. I'll go on their website right now, right? Latest news. Right. I'm pretty sure they're getting involved in this crossbow thing. If they do, there'll be a lot more of a chance of it not happening because it's a fucking big fuck off organization that's actually having something to do with it, because I think they're worried that it's going to start being air rifles as well. And then there was the issue with lumping together the firearms license and the shotgun license. and shit like that. So they're starting to think now that, this crossbow ban could lead to other things that might affect them. And that's the only way that anyone will give a fuck about people like us, because they didn't give a fuck about any of the other stuff, and I mean all of the big organisations, all the big companies, and all that, and all of the big YouTubes. They don't give a fuck if it doesn't really concern them. If it doesn't affect them in some way, they don't care. I never saw any of the big YouTubers or any of things like BSA mention anything at all to do with the offensive weapon ban, because it didn't affect them. I had to fucking destroy 150 fucking knuckle dusters, which was fucking over probably 1,000 hours worth of work, and a hell of a lot of money's worth that they claimed they would give you. If I could have proved I bought them, they'd have given me a £5 a piece. They was worth like 50 quid each. Yeah. So they don't give a fuck. But with this crossbow ban, I have noticed that there's been a couple of big companies there's been a couple of big organisations mentioning it. Thing is, like, people like Todd Cutler probably wouldn't affect him with crossbows anyway, because you know what? He's probably got a production company type thing, so it wouldn't affect him. And because of that, they don't really give a fuck. If it's not going to affect them, they don't care. EDC, how you doing? Peach, how you doing? Paul said he is a great and noble king, and thou must exalt him. Hail to the king. Thank you. Yes. Paul said they'd have to ban cars. Many more people are killed by vehicles intentionally than crossbows. Well, this is the thing. When you think about it, well, not, cars are licensed. You have to have a license to drive the car. You have to have you have to pass a test. You have to be deemed worthy. And yeah. EDC electric disco cat, for fuck's sake, Eva. you have gone a bit doolally tonight, haven't you? 45k people killed by vehicles in the past 20 years, but crossbows caused 50 in the same time frame. Exactly. You can't get rid of your fame, though, Mike. Your work is in Assassin's Creed. Thank you. Oh, yeah, true. It is out there now. And I'll tell you what, I found a good way to better use my old pictures using AI. So what you can do with AI, this will sound obvious to all you lot, but because what it was, I've used all the pictures I've taken. But what I can do with AI is I can put a new background on the back, change the background. It looks like a completely new picture. Sometimes you can even change the angle, and then you've got something that looks like a brand new picture. It's still my knuckle duster. It's just AI has slightly changed the angle and made a new background that looks real. So if I can show you, if I can get one up, I'll show you. Can't remember if I've put them now though. Oh, I know where. Discord. Hang on. 007 license to kill, yes. So this picture originally had a white background. So I can now change the angle slightly and put a different background on it, makes it look brand new. And like that, the V for Vendetta one, the original background to that was just I can't remember what we call it. Just a white background. So using AI, I can bring my knuckle duster pictures back to life at least. But yeah. Have you seen some of the dipsticks on the road these days? Safer to give them shotguns. I'll tell you what, I agree. We have people deliver food here, right? Because my mum buys from Deliveroo. And I have people who come to this house in cars who can't fucking speak English. How the fuck has that person got a license in this country? How can you have a driving license if you can't fucking read or write the fucking language that you're in? That's insane. I didn't think you was allowed to have a license from another country and come over if you can't read. If you can't read or write, how do they know what the signs say? Also, thanks, Mike. Yeah, the duster thing was bad too. I got rid of all of mine too. Got to hit the sack. Good night. Good night, Will. It's nice having you on, mate. But yeah, hopefully, I think there is a little bit of a chance with this one. I think it may not happen. I can't guarantee that, but at least, like with the other stuff, it was going to happen no matter what. The crossbow stuff, yeah, there may be a chance. Good night, mate. Take care, Will. Nice having you on, mate. Saint said, I'd love to see you and Metallic go to France and spend the day playing about with some of the legal stuff there. I went to France when I was 12, and we were stood outside a gun shop looking in the barred windows, knuckle dusters, flick knives, fucking shotguns in the windows. Yeah, mental. I'll be off in about 3 or 4 minutes. You off, Peter? Was you just saying goodnight to Will? What have you been up to, Peter, anyway? You all right? There's a team who used to sell hidden pen knives a while back. Nice. Yeah, I'll be off in a few minutes. You don't need an ID if you want to purchase a vehicle. Well, exactly. Hang on. Thing is, you only need a license to drive vehicles. If you want to remain in the law, you don't need any ID if you want to buy one. Yeah, true. But yeah, it amazes me sometimes when these people come to my door and they don't say nothing. They just hold the phone out and go, date. And I'll put the fucking, or code. Somebody didn't even say nothing. They just, I'll just, they can't, how can you, I don't know how they even get the job. I'm nothing against them being foreign. I wouldn't be able to get a job if I went to a different country and I couldn't speak fucking the language. I wouldn't have a clue what's going on. Because the funny thing about France is they're allowed to use blank guns for self-defense, but not over here. Yeah. So they said maybe do another W series of collectibles that will never be banned, i.e. baseball bats, axes. Yes. Yeah, maybe. Pete, would you be able to put that on the Discord for me? What Saint has just written, please. Pete said, just work and been playing Raft. What's that then? Hang on. Is that like a survival game where you keep building like the raft bigger and like sharks are attacking you occasionally and shit like that? Do that, Saint. Do that, because that's a good idea. That would be a very interesting concept, actually. Showing people, yeah. Raft is a bit soft. It's fun. Fuck's sake. They're allowed stun guns in France to defend themselves. Nice. Good for them. Oh, fuck. Don't forget to like the stream. So, yeah. There's a small chance I might be on tomorrow night, but I don't know. But if I do, it won't be too late. It's more that I might not be about for a late night live stream. But I'll definitely have a chat with Persia, which means I might just come on and do a private chat thing for a bit. If people are still about. Saint said we'll be seeing you in international waters soon with a few cans of beer. Starting. That's right. Well, once you get out of them international waters, you can have your fucking shotguns, do a bit of trading with some pirates. Len, how you doing, mate? You right, Len? I think you'll be on for much longer. Always nice to see you about there, mate. What you been up to? I see your videos you put on recently. Kraus said France, for all the shit we give them, are more civilised than us. You can even keep your old pro-cocks over there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when did I go to France? That was like 1992. That's a long while ago. You know, I was a kid. Thank you, I'm off, Mike. Glad to speak to you, mate, as always. Hope to see you soon. Good night, Saint. Take care, mate. Yeah, I'll be off in a minute. Emo said, keep meaning to buy a raft, but forgetting more shit comes up. Is it any good? I'm not a raft, the raft. Is raft the game I was thinking of? Raft game. I don't think that was the game I was thinking of, though. Oh, no, it probably is, actually. Peter Francis is a shithole for all Billy Love scene. I don't know if that's the game I was thinking of. It may well be. Oh, fucking hell. I've been playing Far Cry 5. I was bored, and it's a game I knew I could put on and just piss around on, just shooting, you know, extremist religious freak shows. Oh, God. Yes. Go on there, shoot the cult for a bit, and then watch a bit Red Dwarf, which I might do in a bit. Guys, at least they're able to protect themselves. I'd hate to have to watch my language if someone broke in. Yeah, exactly. Thing is, I think it's a bit like, I think everywhere's a shithole if you look at it. You know, the people fucking think, I think, like, where I live in the UK is fine, you know, but I don't go out a lot, so I don't know. When I go and see Metallica, it's okay there. Obviously, there are places in the UK that are complete and utter fucking shitholes. You know what I mean? And in America and everywhere. So it just depends. Because it's like the London thing. You know, I don't exactly spend time in London, but I do have to go to London. And every time I've been to London, the places I've been in London, I've never felt threatened. But I make sure I go to places in London where you wouldn't feel threatened. You know what I mean? Because if you do go to the wrong place in London, you could be fucking stabbed up for just being, you know, a certain fucking race. But it's you start on a small raft and build it up using scrap to find in the sea while fending off a shark. Maybe that is the game then. Still mad you can't legally set booby traps. Yeah. Even when my dog's giving me cuddles, nice. Have some good old cuddles there, even. Girl said, look, I love the West Midlands. I love it here. It's a shithole sometimes. Yeah, if I went to the local town, I say that's a shithole and I hate it there. And I wouldn't go to the local town. There's only 3 reasons I go to the local town. If I have to go to the police station. 4. There's 4. If I have to go to the police station, like I've been arrested, or I have to go to court, or I have to go to hospital, or I have to go to the dentist. That's it. You ain't going to catch me shopping in the fucking local town. But yeah. Good night, Peach. Yeah, you have a nice little cuddle with your dog as well. Monty's not here, so I can't. I fucking hate town. Mega shit. Yeah, so did mine. Good night, Peach. Take care, mate. Yeah, I'm going to go off now. Thank you for watching, everyone. I do appreciate it. It's been a nice night. I might see some of you around tomorrow. Send me an email or something. Or I'll try and send you lots of emails if I can to join in a chat. Also, the way I see it now, we're damned if we defend ourselves and we're damned if we don't. May as well make a stand. Exactly. Yeah, just make the fucking stand. I would, 100%. I would. You know, and I would, you know, you've just got to deal with the consequences afterwards. That's all there is. It's better than being dead, isn't it? Yeah. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. It's been a nice evening. I will maybe see you all tomorrow night. If not, see you soon. I'll see you next weekend. Good night. Thank you for watching. See you later, everyone.